that have been sucked down to the Avernus. Towards the end of finding out where the Bleeding Citadel is, where this magical sword of Zariel is, that's going to plot. It's got plot armor. It's got plot things. We don't know how it's going to work, but Chris Perkins is going to tell me in a couple chapters. So you guys find out that, hey, Bell says if you finish these tasks and contracts, I'll tell you where the Bleeding Citadel is for half the party. The other half of the party went into the Hellrider Crypt, and they were told by Olanthius, a fallen paladin who wants to redeem Zariel, says, hey, if you can go create a distraction by releasing this giant demon, come back to me and I'll tell you where the Bleeding Citadel is. So you guys did that. You released the giant demon. You guys talked to a Cerebrex who told you where this wrecked flying fortress is. Why are we going to the wrecked flying fortress, Epione?
To get rods.
To get rods, yes. Yep, so she had a vision. Hey, this campaign is wild AF. So it's the most wild of goose chases ever. So the adamantine rods. I don't know if you guys know what those are for, or else I spilt that via the Vinos last week. But the adamantine rods do a thing, and if somebody in the party knows that, you guys can discuss it. Yeah. You guys can roleplay later. Yeah. So you guys all merged at the wrecked flying fortress. The tormentor that half the party was riding in leaves the demon, and they hit a sandstorm. The tormentor is like in bad disrepair. It's like it was chugging along. It seems like it's just not going to work anymore by the time you stall out at the flying fortress. The Reichwave, the ship that is a Spelljammer schooner that I kind of homebrewed, is kind of off camera in the red. That's Manu's ship that he has been looking for like the past 3 years. You guys arrive and you pull up to the ship and you get attacked by V-Rocks or Vrox, if you want to say it wrong. A bunch of winged demon creatures attack you guys, and you handled them. For James / Judgy / Stacks, what we're doing here in this campaign is there's no long rests because they're so high level. They have not had they've had like one long rest, but I gave it to you guys at the beginning and you're like, oh, this place is a piece of cake, and then not so much. So everybody in this group, to include Stacks, has been in the Avernus for 2 days. Everybody who has not touched the holy water routine has at least one level of so Dax, you have 2 levels of exhaustion right now because you have not had like a one of the JC troopers that are running around, like a paladin and or a cleric that knows the secret way to do it. I think the guys on the Reichwave have 1 level of exhaustion, correct?
Checks.
Okay, because you defeated your first level exhaustion. Now that you got this one, so I'll let you know, like every hour or so, you're gonna have to fight that again until things happen. That's the pressure overall in the campaign so you can feel the garage door closing, right? Where you're just like, oh, we either gotta hurry or we gotta do whatever. So that's my little technique if it's a level 17, 18 campaign to make it sporty. So most folks, Henry's crew has 1 level. You played last week, right?
Yep.
You guys have 1 level of exhaustion. Yeah, so everybody should have 1 level exhaustion solid. You're fighting off the 2nd level of exhaustion. So Henry, you fought that off, right? With a whatever?
Lesser resto.
Yep. So if you greater restoed on yourself, you're at 0 exhaustion.
Correct.
But you can only do that to so many people. So everybody tracking, everybody should have at least 1. Stacks, you got 2. And he's a level 10 somewhere in this ship, just hating life. You'll see. First session death. It's called hate.
Yeah.
You cannot do it in the United States military, but you can in Dungeons and Dragons. Old fashioned.
Stay away.
I mean, but since you are active duty, is it still hazing? I don't know. We'll work this out. Let me know, SBA. They'll sort it out. Social media will too. Let's see. So the Reichwave is holding. It managed to fetch the Kobold, managed to get it working. It's hovering about 40 feet up above this huge, iron, metallic-looking. Where they describe it as like a saber stuck in the ground. The ship looks like a giant kind of saber. and about a third of it looks like it's jammed into the ground from a significant accident. The base of it, where our bugbear friend, and I forget, Tagir.
Yes, like tag here.
Yep, got it. Tag here. Nice. There's a big gaping hole in the bottom of the wrecked flying fortress, and there's what appears to be a command deck that has an opening as well. I think Manu, you hovered high enough, so you're at.
So we're at the second level.
Yep.
Is I think where we got to.
Yep, for the metaverse, for anybody metagaming, it's 80 feet out of the ground, and you're 40 feet up. When you got up to a certain level, that triggers, Whiskey 1 for command post to drop 1,000 V-Rocks on top of you, and you're level 18 them real hard. I think at the last session, there was an epic ending where Mooncolor and Valanthe, this unicorn, just appear on top of the helm of the ship, right? And she just blasts a couple V-Rocks. Mirren summoned his steed because he's a super duper awesome paladin, and he summoned a nightmare because you guys are in hell, so everything's got like wonky flavor to it. So he's like, come here, holy horse, and like not so much horse shows up, but you handled it well. And there's on this very small schooner, there are like 2 fucking horses on it. It's sinking. Every second, sinking every inch. I'm pretty sure we're over the Spelljammer weight limit on this. We'll get to that when we get to it, but let's just pretend there's enough. If it becomes a frigate, then no problem. That's not where we're stuck right now.
It's a Fruner. We'll call it a Fruner.
Yeah, it's modified. Okay. So, all right, I know I've talked a lot, and to ease you guys back into the role play, I'll say, Epione, you're downstairs. I can see you're leveling up still, so you're like, you're still meditating. Epione was like, hey, I need to go downstairs and need to do my celestial things. I think I used her to give you a blessing or something like that. No, you did. Yeah, you're a paladin. So, like, the last Holy Avenger strikes hit, the Echo from Kygon and the Hammer of Thunderbolts hit a V-Rock, knock it off, and Uza, the Warlock Barbarian, is shooting things. Mooncolor shows up to the bottom of this ship. Boom, you see Valanthe. Interesting fact, though, I think only Epione has seen Valanthe. So surprisingly to you, Manu, on your ship, a unicorn shows up and an elf out of nowhere is blasting cool. So I'll let you guys.
Hold on, we got my computer around. Maybe you'll remember. No, because they have met me, Tim. Remember we started.
In Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, in the bathhouse.
Yep. So out of nowhere, a unicorn shows up, and Valanthe, you met her for like 15 minutes outside of Baldur's Gate. Yeah. Yep.
Well, this
Blueskin,
isn't
you
weird.
were taking a nap. You were suturing from all the battles. So you're downstairs next to Epione. You heard a clatter upstairs.
All right. Well, seeing Valanthe is not really that strange considering all of the other random creatures on this ship. So
all the kobolds got demon ichor all over them, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So they all look like donkeys.
So they've got the first level of Pinocchio, where they got the ears and the tail. Yeah, that's what we went with.
Yes. So
Coors Light was drunk in the last session. You did. If you select it, everybody was given a short rest because you traveled, so you can select a short rest. What's up, buddy? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so the kobolds don't look like kobolds so much anymore, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
For everybody else who hasn't seen my ship yet.
Yeah. So there are weird-looking dragon monsters floating around with donkey ears.
Okay, so, well, I guess I wouldn't be hostile since she went and killed one of the things we were trying to fight. So, like, well, you must be on our side. Nice to meet you. Throw a little hand out.
Is that Valanthe?
Yeah.
Right, so it's been 2 days in the Avernus, and we really only spent like the one day before that. So y'all had 1 day and then 2
Yeah.
days in hell, and yeah. So sorry, hi, coming back into this.
It's one of those days where it feels like 2 weeks, right? Like, so yeah. After traveling across the Pacific Ocean on Tuesday, it felt like Thursday.
How did you get here?
Clearly, I rode my unicorn here, but everybody else is downstairs. We're close by. You want to like throw a rope down or something for them? Land this thing?
Who's everybody else? What? We've been roaming around this place. Oh wait, no, Epione's here. Never mind. Yeah. We'll hover this thing down. Like stand by. I'll maneuver to get down and let everybody else on board. We'll elevate her down and then we'll elevate her back up.
You see a pretty smashed up Mad Max looking vehicle. It's missing plate off the side, like it's starting to like flap. You can tell the armor class is about 0 right now. And Connor's doing Connor things. I'll float around being Connor. He's very Keanu Reeves and John Wick, so he's just kind of like mean mugging or whatever. He's doing his own. He's cleaning his weapons.
He's being 40 stealth.
Yeah, Henry, you see a ship float down to you, like a straight up looking schooner thingy.
I walk over to the edge and I look over.
You're muted.
I'm muted?
No.
Not anymore.
Yes.
Yes. Space Pope. Yeah.
I'm gonna go check out what's going on.
I'm gonna go with Manu and sort of like lean over and wave. Hey guys, we're up here. It's okay. Come on up.
Oh, so we see the
Reunited and it feels so good.
Nice Pope hat, Henry.
I love it.
That's
It's
great.
good to see you.
I couldn't find paint that worked.
Honestly, the more hackneyed whatever it is, the better for our
Organization.
yeah. Not professional organization. This is not a professional.
I'm definitely gonna go check it out and kind of get the feel for what the hell is going on. It's unicorns and elk and all kinds of crazy shit.
There is a significant amount of heads inside this ship as it comes down. And Henry, you're not fully tracking, but Manu, you can describe how the ship comes down there. But like, you see a significant amount of weird dragon-looking creatures, spine devils, and a bearded devil that's he's sobbing over what looks like a dead, skinless chicken.
Oh, he died? Ooh.
I mean, you guys have the ability to bring back earwax if you want to.
I love earwax. He's such a nice non-chicken. Flap, 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 flap.
Because it's so awkward and I don't know. I'm me. I'm gonna start raising the alarm. I'm gonna need everybody to get up here now. I don't know what's happening.
Well, I look over the edge and I go, Henry, welcome to Manu's Ark.
Manu, you look down and right next to him, there's a golden baby elephant that's kind of floating next to him.
Perfect.
It's like
perfect. That's just what we need is a golden elephant.
There's also a winged cat flying around. Yeah, there's just
They will listen. You all will fit perfectly with the crew on this ship. Welcome to the Reich Wave.
Huzzah! Interestingly enough, there's a room for everybody. Yeah, as it just goes. Whoop.
We're now a frigate.
Yeah, we just kind of hand wave that. Yeah.
This is crazy. So,
we saved everybody.
are we effectively? Are we effectively doing?
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, nobody's
in jail.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey then.
Yeah, how did you guys get here?
So
How did you guys find me?
Mirren. Henry, you haven't seen Mirren in like 2 years. Who else hasn't seen Mirren in 2 years?
It's literally everyone down.
Have you met Mirren yet?
Yeah, remember I.
Oh yeah, you guys are on the ship.
Alone in
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, nobody else knows me. Nobody knows Mirren.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing?
Yeah. Connor will catch up with that.
You get a heartfelt hand on shoulder. Where you been, dude? We missed you.
For the last couple of years, just minding my own business.
Running an orphanage.
Trying to make amends and figure out what's happening in life, and then boop, I'm in hell. Weird. Robin.
I'm gonna
The
tell you
great
right
hand
now.
of Tim reached down into his life and boom.
I want to tell you everything that's happened, but right now things are really weird, and I really could use your help because this is bonkers. This is not. It's not cool.
Swordsman, you're down there as well. Yeah, you're in the Swordsman. Dragunov. We run another campaign from Witcher, and I get them confused. So you see this. You're kind of, you know what I mean? Like, you had your little outing with Connor or whatever. Yep, he's dealing with his stuff, but you see also this ship kind of landing, and you see a turtle with like a tricorn hat with horns. Did you meet him in Baldur's Gate as well? Were you in Baldur's Gate?
I was in Baldur's Gate.
Oh, yep. Okay, so yep. Oh, fuck, you were in Tiamat with him. Yeah, your old crew's back. Okay. It's hard. Every time I collect another soul in this campaign, I have to remember where everybody. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
That's
looks
what-
like you all need a ride.
Yeah, what are you guys doing here? Where have you guys been?
It's just
Funny you should ask. We've been mucking around with this guy Ball. Connor's constantly getting us into trouble. I was dead again.
Yeah, about that. Yeah. Let's not talk about him. He's bad news. But Bell. He sent us to this stupid spaceship thing, whatever this is, and we've been on a wild goose chase for 2 days in here. After Sandazol Morja booped us down here, it's just been a wild goose chase ever since. Yeah, and then all of a sudden Epione shows up. Like, we were on a path to, and Epione shows up and says,
Devil's got the devil.
God.
We've been with Skanky Seaweed Lady, Typhoid Mary over there. Got to get her a bath. We've been doing all kinds of stuff.
Typhoid Mary.
Is this the NPC that I forgot about? I was drinking a lot last week. Got it. The green hag. Yeah. Red Ruth. Got it.
Yeah, Ruth's right.
Or
Typhoid
Typhoid
Mary.
Mary.
Every NPC that we've ever had changed its name. Like Liam Neeson. Got it. Putting it in the old book. Typhoid Mary.
All together again.
Yeah, we need to get.
Let's
I
take
think-
Rob
I
so
think-
we can get the sword and get the hell out of here.
We need to find a sword. We have an elephant.
So we're all definitely not professional Dungeons and Dragons players. So you guys are on the ship. You're all together. Lantaurus seems to be grabbing various parts from the Tormentor, the Demon Ride, whatever the hell this car is, and he's bringing up various equipment to begin to load up inside your ship. Manu.
So I'm gonna direct him. It's like, Fedge. This is Lantaurus. Give him any assistance he needs.
We're gonna tow it.
Lantaurus is. You get the idea that he loves where he's at right now, and he's gonna get to work. Like, he's going straight downstairs. He's gonna start artificing hard.
Sweet. Well, I just give Fedge the Fedge, give all the assistance to Lantaurus and beefing this baby up. He could probably help you with those crystals as well.
So now that everyone's arrived and we know we're here to go get the rods, like, what hellish task are you guys on that you need to complete? Because we still need to get these rods. Go kill Koch. Release Kochi? Kill Kochi? One of those things. What are you up to?
Oh, so he just mentioned, right? You said you gotta release cottage cheese. Yeah, that's another guy. Lord Cottage Cheese. Cottage Chichi.
So those are two things we have to do before we are settled.
Well, our main focus since we got here was to get the sword, to put the sword back in Zariel's hands. So after the rods, we'll go help you with cottage cheese, I guess, and then we'll head to the Citadel. Hopefully nothing else will throw us off our way.
Yeah, let's hope that.
Dragonoff, you're coming up the caging ladder. You're as well.
Yeah.
Did you hear that? Are you coming up? You getting the ship?
Yes.
You overhear them talking about, their task was to get rid of Lord Cottage Cheese.
Okay.
Cottage Chichi. I'm saying it now.
Yeah.
Broken DM.
So what it says, what is it?
Yeah. Well, let me know. Write it down. Typhoid Mary. Cottage Cheese.
Ask you guys more about that.
Who's Kachichi?
A giant demon giant.
A giant demon lord that
cause a confusion or essentially a distraction so that Atlanteus would then give us the location of the Citadel so we can go and handle business.
Sweet. I feel like I have some things to maybe make up for. So
You know where he's at?
count me in.
Valanthe, you overhear this? To hear them talking about releasing Lord Koch Chichi, roll a perception check. And you're muted. Yeah. I love Dungeons and Dragons. It's my favorite.
Like, yeah, we're gonna do that.
You're literally dripping from a wound from Lord Koch Chichi. Yeah.
16.
Yeah, that's right where you just came from.
So I tell them, hey, we just came from there, guys.
what?
Yeah.
So the game is afoot. Oh, son of a bitch!
Give
Well,
a foot,
that
hip, a leg? I don't know.
That changed things quite a bit.
So we could go in here and find the rods, and then just go back to old Thantis.
Do we need these rods if we go to Atlanteus anyway?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, Atlanteus can tell us what we need to effectively get to the Citadel.
Yeah.
You're
Let's
tripping.
play it.
Look at the Holy Font.
Yep.
Name again?
Lulu.
I look at Lulu and I said, Lulu, do you know what these rods are and what they can do?
She's like, I don't know. I wasn't in the forge. I'm not sure. But if you roll an insight check, you might be able to remember something. She's got a little player's handbook inside. Yeah. I know it's been a really long campaign, but I don't know. Maybe if you use your own free will and think.
Yeah. All my notes. Okay, Holy Font, you make a good point.
Welcome. But since you did talk to her, did she tell you guys about Inagu and Baphomet?
Unagi.
Inagu.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, we were not around for Baphomet.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know. She's like, I'm pretty sure that I'm tracking. And then she looks at this thing and she's like, this looks like the work of demons. The demon lord Yinagu hates Zariel from their original conflict. It looks like maybe this was where the original battle was. I feel that there's still some goodness in Zariel. just flaps, and then you can tell that if you just click her again, it'd be the same
Same.
NPC response.
What does that mean?
Yeah.
What the rods do and why Bell did them.
Oh, what was your insight check? She says.
16.
16. You remember having a dream that there were 9 consecutive circles around the solar incendiator that's above Alterel. Then you have been sent to find 9 adamantine rods. I don't know how to put 2 and 2 together harder than that one. It's
Sounds like we have to do this.
if anybody remembers looking in Belforge, there were huge moldings
Jeez.
of some sort of sphere as well.
Sounds like it's something to help cut Alterel free.
Yeah, the jazz went dark, so I guess maybe it'll help brighten it back up. Why not? All right, get some rods.
All right.
Yes. Yes, that's what you're gathering. That those unlock that. Yeah. Yep.
Please turn it back on.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back up to that top level and go into the what looked like the command section.
Okay. Oh, you're gonna go up top?
Yeah, yeah.
No, we got about halfway and then got attacked by all the demons.
So as you climb up the tower, wreck rises from the scorched hellscape. It looks like a giant sword blade tilted to a 20-degree angle and partly buried underground. Much of its exposed hull is rusted and torn asunder. As I mentioned, hot wind screams as it tears through the hollow structure. And man, those vultures are dead. As you guys are all you guys are starting to ascend?
Yes.
Okay.
I go, wait, look at this new trick. Because I don't know if anybody knows I can do this. And I disappear.
Oh.
And I move, and I reappear. And then I disappear. And I move, and then I reappear. Isn't that cool?
There's a bearded devil that's like, oh my god, that's amazing! And he's got like this dead chicken, and he's like, that's crazy!
So I can go invisible at will.
And then the kobolds are like scream, oh, you have the dragon. Yep, I forgot. We have this. As soon as she comes upstairs, they all like get on their knees and do like the Temple of Doom. You know what I mean? They just they straight up like worship you.
Yeah. So since we don't have Slater to turn invisible and spy, I can also turn invisible and go a little bit.
What feat is that? Just a.
That's one of my invocations.
Oh, okay. Sounds homebrewed. Yeah. You know what I can do? No, it's okay. So you're done with your familiars? You're done. You dropped it.
Change that. Whoop. That's why. I was like, what do you mean?
You're not attached to Slater anymore.
You took it from me.
I didn't take him from you. This is becoming a thing. Yeah. Okay. Slater is still your familiar, unless Bell's involved. And then he's, you know what I mean?
Bell's familiar.
Yeah.
Should I kill him and I'll cast a spell?
Oof. Okay, so are you still ascending up? You guys watch her magic trick? Do you want to keep ascending? You guys like?
Yeah. Why are you doing that, Epione?
Cool. Show you my new trick.
It's like some sort of shifty thing.
Invisibility.
Oh.
Invisibility. At will.
Oh, really? Oh, at will. Oh, cool.
That's invisibility. Sweet. I can just stay raging whenever I want to.
Nothing good comes when you rage.
I have a glowing sword.
Unless you're fighting somebody.
And we're gonna use levitate. We're gonna use a lot of theater of the mind for this bad boy. All right. So as you climb up, right, you get as you get up to the front of this thing, you see a gaping hole of what looks like the inside of a bridge of some satanic Star Trek. Sparks rain down from the gashes in the ceiling of what used to be the bridge, much of which is open to the sky. The room has been picked clean, though rows of stripped down consoles and a few hanging chains remain. So it's kind of juxtaposed with like, you know, science and macabre, right? Like you see, you know, as normal in hell, you know, the iron chains, rusty looking chains hanging from stuff with sick looking meat hooks hanging on the bottom. I'm just gonna add that for like, I don't know why they needed that. But we'll say you pull down a meat hook chain and the thing goes left, and you pull down another meat hook chain and it goes to the right. Anyways, but just imagine seeing a row of consoles as you, we'll say, about 40 feet wide.
How close can we get to the opening?
You can just straight up, you know, slide up to the side of it if you'd like.
Yeah. So we'll slide up next to it, and do we want to take a team of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? What do we have? Like 10 of us?
Huh?
I'm gonna disguise myself.
Okay.
I don't know. One of the creatures I've seen here.
Okay, there's a bearded devil sitting right next to you. Crickendolt. Yeah, whatever you want.
Bearded devil's
Tell me which kind. Yeah.
devil's fine.
Okay. Epione turns into a bearded devil.
I'm gonna look at Crickendolt and say, hey, I'm going to show him how to maneuver the ship a little bit, and say, hey, once we get out here, maneuver the ship away about 20 feet.
I don't want to get too role play, but he's pretty inconsolable about his earwax right now. But
that's fair.
He takes earwax over and he's just sniffling, and he's got him in like this gross leather sack, and he just puts dead earwax in there, and he's kind of like petting. It's minutes. The Cerebrex kind of blasted him. He didn't make it. Yeah.
Henry hasn't brought him back to life.
Should turn the earwax.
Henry just walked up, and he just got to the side. Kluthkin, you come up the little steps to get up there as well, kind of gathered around.
Yeah. Pretty much hurt everybody and would have walked.
It died in the last minute. Sure. Yeah. You gonna cast a spell? Nice. On a dead chicken? Tight. Is that a spell? Okie dokie. Thank you. This is making this easy.
Can I stabilize the chicken?
Sure. I mean, you can stabilize them, but it'll just be unconscious. Yeah, it is.
Right.
Whoop. Yeah. Unless you want to use the spell slot, you can. That's good. However you guys want to use this. I'm not trying to. And you could stabilize it, and she uses straight up revivify.
All right. Chicken's a dime a dozen. We find another chicken.
No, your wife seems pretty important to him now. Okay, revivify's cast. Earwax is good to go, and it's like, you know, like this horrible hissing, barking sound. You know, just and Crickendolt's like, and he's speaking in Infernal, like he missed them and he loves them and stuff like that. You can understand him. You can also pick up the Spine Devils conversations as well that are on the ship. And there's also an Ice Devil on the ship. There's a lot going on the ship. So you see like a 7-foot tall, blue-looking lizard and plate mail just chilling there as well.
This is the best ship ever.
Yep, so here it is. You guys do your Avengers walk off the side of this thing, and sparks falling down, chains, Kygon, you're kind of off the side paying attention as well. Dark, dimly lit room, as you can kind of see probably from the camera. Everything's got a red, ominous hue to it. You can see in the back wall a few alcoves that extend beyond the bridge.
Should we split up and check out these rooms? We've got plenty of people to...
Horror movie rules. Let's go split it all up.
Can I give the new rules? We're gonna give some from combat, since we have everybody together, and this will go into campaign 2 when we collapse everybody together. There's no spell scrubbing when it's your turn. You either know what you got and you're ready to rock, If you're like, I don't know, that's the same as hold an action until you got to figure it out. You basically lost your movement. So if anybody's bumbling with what they want to do, that's you lost your movement and hold your turn kind of thing until you have it figured out. Does that make sense? That's the only minus to. But we'll let people know. We'll post in the fight club. This is your order of combat, and I'll remind you, hey, you're on deck. So you have a chance to get it going.
Cool.
That's not me being draconic or whatever. It's just to kind of keep the roll of things kind of moving. All right. So, was that a question?
No, we're just hopping inside, and we should probably at least just do 2 groups and sweep this room.
There is kind of a left and a right. There's 3 openings to your front, and 1 opening to your right. It looks like a hallway. It looks like there's a room. So in the 3 openings to your front, it looks like 2 rooms and 1 kind of hallway that turns off to the left.
Epione, you want to use your sweet little trick?
Yeah, I'll turn. Well, actually, I mean, I'm bearded devil, so I feel like I would fit in at this point. So I'll go and just open a door and peek in.
Okay, which way do you want to go? So imagine if you're looking to your front, there's consoles to your left and right, like a little command center deal. And so there's a hallway to your right, 2 rooms to your front, a hallway to your left. Yeah.
Like that. So there's 2 doors at the end of the hallway, and then a right and a left.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's go up to the doorways. I'm gonna poke into the one on the right first.
Here, these rooms.
I'm going to go up to the door and use X-ray vision with the eye.
Which door?
Is there
no door?
Oh, there's no doors. Okay.
Door. Yeah. It's just like it's an open room, hallway.
Gotcha. How do we want to split up these groups? Do we want to just like go left? One group go left, one group go right, and kind of try to meet in the middle, if that's possible.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, it's just an open room, right? There's no.
I mean,
Yep.
Okay.
we are an 80-foot tall sword that could go wherever. But yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and do that.
Flip the party again.
So
Stay with
Epione
your-
roughly 40 feet to her front. You see a hallway to your right. You look down. When you look to your right, you'll see a door that's closed, and then another opening of a room, and down that hallway, and then it extends down and opens up to the right again. So there's a door, an open door, a hallway with another door to your right as you walk up, and then you get up into this room that's in front of you that you wanted to explore. The room contains 2 rusty iron crates in one corner, and an iron bell-shaped contraption bolted to the floor. In the opposite corner, the bell is. I missed a comma there. I'm gonna start over. This room contains 2 rusty iron crates in one corner, and an iron bell-shaped contraption bolted to the floor in the opposite corner. The bell is 9 feet tall and painted black, with several dents and dings in it. Ever so often, the bell emits a loud clunk clunk sound, like almost like a big click. Does someone have? Is someone listening on Twitch to us as well? There's anybody else picking up that feedback, or is that just me?
I think it's just you. I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay.
I hear it.
You're hearing it? Yeah, it's coming from mine. It's down though. All right, let's turn this down a little bit. Okay. So in that room, you see this big, giant, black-looking bell. Were you at the obelisk? Do you remember the obelisk? It kind of appears to be a little bit obelisk-shaped as well, like obsidian kind of shaped. That's what you see in that room.
Okay. Is there any writing?
So the sound coming from the bell as if something was on the ground. So
Are you going up there with it?
assume something's in it.
Mir?
Yeah, I'll join that group. The odd clinging of something within
It looks pretty clean. Like there's no infernal ruins or anything on it. It just looks like this room was built. There's a couple of crates, and it looks like this room, this big bell-looking thing with the dents in it.
Is there anything in the crates?
Nope, nothing in the crates.
And there's no writing anywhere?
Nope.
Okay. Alright.
So, like, you know, to get back into the swing of things, get back into Dungeons and Dragons, there are certain levels of, you know what I mean, investigating or perceiving or anything like that that you can do as you get into the room. You can choose how you want to explore it.
How often are the bangings happening on the bell?
About every minute it goes clunk. But you guys really haven't been in there. But if you from the back of your mind, you go like, oh, I've heard that during the fight. Like as you guys were outside, you heard an audible clunk sound, and now you know where it's coming from.
Do I think that it's maybe something that's controlling the ship?
You can investigate. Intelligence check, but you can add if you want to, you know. If you want to perceive it with a religion check, if you want to do an arcana check, if you want to do anything like that.
Is the bell hanging on anything, or is it like
sitting on the ground? Yeah. All right. So Dragonoff walks up as well. He kind of looks. Perfect. Yeah. That's actually So you get the idea that there's an aura of transmutation magic around the bell. You can get the sense that this is what kept the fortress aloft and level with the ground. You get the sense that this is a rhythmic malfunction caused by the fact that the fortress is leaning to one side. Like the bell is unable to do its thing because it is, you know what I mean? It's unable. It's not. If it was sitting, you know, level, it could do whatever.
Do I think? Now, on an insight check, do I think that this is because of the battle before 17, 18?
Yep. Yeah, you get the sense that because of the battle, this thing crashed. All the things that are broken in here are probably because of that.
Okay.
Yeah, but definitely a device that causes flight, movement, types of things.
Do you want to stay in our room? Do you want to move to the next one?
Who, me? I'm here. I'm everywhere. I'm. Yeah, you look at me. I'm in room W4. I'm in W2.
Information and peek through.
Let's do something else. So you guys are in that room. Kaigon, Manu, where do you guys want to go?
Straight.
I'm sticky with them.
Straight up through the. I'm just gonna pop into the big room.
The room straight in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So that just looks like there's a solid iron black desk stuck there, and it looks like there's scrape marks on it, like there used to be something there, and it is no longer. It just looks picked clean. You see a door to your left inside that room.
A door to my left.
Yep.
I'm just gonna scan the room with true sight. Anything perception wise?
Yeah, it's like true sight.
The door and try the handle.
The thing.
Who tries handles in D&D?
I don't know, but I'm also the asshole that shot a dude already speared to a tree, so I'm really curious how it goes.
I'll go up to the door and do I see anything with true sight that would make this door look anything less than interesting?
As you're looking through the door. Yeah, one sec.
And then I will use X-ray vision to look through the door. But They don't know that I'm using X-ray vision. I'm just staring at the door.
No,
He's just
real intently. Manu just zoning out over there.
turtle thing. Like, is this just a thing turtles do? I've never seen this before.
More
It's
of a recent
Connor just wrote, "Don't die."
I'm just having a petite ball seizure.
All right.
Don't tell me
Okay.
what to do, Connor.
So when you look through this thing, you see what looks like kind of a large furnace with pipes that are snapped inside of it, like almost like a organ type feature. That the pipes are coming out, and then like it feeds into a console that probably runs the equipment that's up here. There's a bit of a furnace. It's got like you can see the grates in it, and it's kind of scraped open, which you get the sense that probably goes down into the rest of the ship. And there's all sorts of like I said, broken piping in here.
Gotcha. I'll just go ahead and open the door.
You open the door.
And I'll just walk in and do I guess, investigation. Well, we'll do a full perception check on the inside of the room. I guess I have a disadvantage on everything because of the exhaustion, so that is 12 plus 9 is 21.
That's pretty good, honestly. That was the lowest, was 21.
Yeah, it was 12 and a 17.
No. So you walk in, you're using your true sight. You see where this has a very like alien, where it's like ripped open. You immediately realize it's like some sort of beastie ripped this thing open. You get the sense like you're looking around that off to the left, another hallway that you haven't seen before breaks off, but it breaks off into an opening to the outside of the ship. Right, so there's another hole that you could have gotten into.
Gotcha.
And it kind of bends off to the right, but in front of you is this open grate. You kind of look down in there, and you start hearing chittering and flapping coming up at you.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go out of the room and just close the door.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna go, don't go in there.
Yeah. So yeah, knocking an arrow, just kind of holding it at low ready, and like backing out with Manu.
This is the wrong room.
So Tag here, you just heard a door shut. You were searching this area at one point in time. You climbed up here from the outside. You had a great DC check. You know what I mean? You get up here. You were looking in an area. You were resting. You were trying to rest at those signal desks. You were in a hallway that had 4 doors leading off it. Behind each door is a closet with a miniature console and chairs bolted to the floor. The consoles have keys and functions like infernal typewriters. You get the sense that some sort of small creature used to sit at these places. Looks like in your mindset where like operators kind of hang out, where like there's like switches, and there's a thing that, like a tube to be able to speak into, a tube to be able to hear into. You were searching around there kind of confused and exhausted. You heard a door slam behind you as you came into basically the same scenario that he saw. You walked in, you saw a grate that looked like it went down, and you're like, nah. And you walked around the corner because he stuck his head in there. That's where he heard the chittering. You also hear just a big flurry of like wings down a hallway behind you.
Okay.
It's far enough away where you could hunker down where you're at, like for a while, for like a round or two, to know that the door slammed, and then whatever is flying around is just disturbed in that room.
Okay. I'll try and do that, and then
prepare myself just in case it's good or bad, I guess.
Yeah, it's probably bad. Yeah. You've been here long enough for 2 days. Like everything is terrible.
Turbo King.
Yeah, terrible. So you close the door, Manu.
Yeah.
Kaigon, you with him? Let's see. Kluthkin, Valanthe, what do you want to do? There's a hallway off to the right. And
Backing
Yeah,
out of that
there's
room with Manu, right?
huh?
I just finished backing out of the room because I'd followed Manu and I was gonna go.
Oh, okay. Kluthkin and Henry, you guys can. Where are you with? Who are you with? Kluthkin.
I'm waiting to see where Henry goes.
Okay, Henry. Yep. Everybody kind of takes a room. Do you want to just stay put?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay somewhat central in case I have to respond.
Kluthkin, you're gonna post up next to him because you have 5 hit points. Got it.
No, I'm good now. I'm good. I healed up.
Yo, he gets to the target, comes right back. Like,
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, yes.
I healed up a bit. I'm fine.
Call this Viper Ops, but yeah. All right, so, let's see. Who else is missing? Mirren. You're up with them? Okay. So Epione and Mirren, you guys see the bell. Dragonov, you're with them?
Yes.
Okay, you guys come out. You see Manu and the party walk in to the. So if you walk out of that room, right, you're walking backwards out.
Yeah.
Is he bugging you?
No, he's fine.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Just a baby. He's real boring.
So there's that hallway to your left that you guys can turn the
That's
heaters
where
off.
they went.
No, he's fine.
Oh, okay.
Everything's fine. Yeah.
I think we'll go look at the door that is actually closed to our right.
Okay. Yep. So there's a door. So you'll come out. The door is to your left, and then the door is open to your right. Sorry.
What's the lighting stitch?
Dark.
Dark?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Not anymore. I have my flame tongue.
Okay. Flame tongue katana is out. All right, and it extends a glow down the hallway.
I guess I should have asked the party first.
It's like, oh, good.
At this point, you know what I mean? Got a bunch of level 17, 18s running around. Like you can manage.
Have all the vision.
Yeah.
Um,
Door close to your left. Hallway. Door open to your right. Right. So there's 3 options as you guys look this way. The 3 of you, correct?
Did you have this new spell? It's called the Wall of Light. I'm really excited.
Do you guys just want to clear these rooms? See what we can.
yeah, just pop over to the next. Just
See if we can look for any hints of where the rods would be.
Okay. Did you put a glow stick or chem stick in the last room? Okay. Dropped it down. Okay. Hi, on. Should have got that one. All right. Anyways. I call it a glow stick, so that shows you that I need to be retrained completely. Anybody have a glow stick?
Desert.
Idiot. Yeah.
I do. I got a light bringer on me.
It's pretty well lit in the console room. Okay, so you guys moving to the door to your left?
Yes.
It's closed.
Like the door. There's a door. And
Door.
The door's closed.
Door, yep.
I'm gonna inspect the door first.
Okay, it's got one of those Tesla handles where you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
do you touch it? Does you push? And then yeah. It's got a very bougie.
Claws. Or do devils have?
Yeah, you can grab it and you can push it. It opens like pretty easily. So you open the door. Just kidding. Here we go. Crouched on a pile of humanoid bones in the far lowest corner of this room is a hunched gnoll that looks, and this is a word, undurfed. You know what I mean? Like, this game is built for 12 to whatever, so yeah, undurfed. All right. It gnaws on a bone while cackling maniacally to itself. Near its nest is another iron door. Lying on the floor near you are a pair of glass bell-shaped horns attached to some loose wires. They look like they were removed from a pair of tall, slender metal machines standing against the wall opposite of you.
Can someone be derped then? Real derp, right?
Underfed, yeah. Underfed is a word? So I should have read that as underfed?
Underfed instead of under.
Oh!
I like the way way you said
How
it.
is underfed not 2 words?
You're
Well,
an
we got ourselves a clip. We got ourselves our first clip. Ah, son of a bitch. Just 8 people watching.
12. That sounds
Sorry for my service. Under. I was like, what the fuck is under?
We all Googled it.
Can be dirt.
It didn't click.
No.
Under.
I am so embarrassed. I'm sweating right now. All right. So, okay. This is why I couldn't be a writer. All right. So, do you guys want me to read that again? Because you guys all went straight to Google.
The no that looks.
Yeah, there's a dude's like just eating stuff on the ground.
He looks very underfed.
Underfed.
He's getting there. He's getting there. But
Gione will use her charisma for this guy, I think.
Oh.
And Infernal, I say, hey, would you like something to eat? And pull out a snack.
Oh, you're saying this Infernal.
Yeah.
Interesting. He
Yeah.
replies back in Infernal as a Knoll. He's like, that was green dog peanut butter. And starts like eating this thing. It was incoherent words in Infernal. Like it didn't match up. He's like, underfed.
Underfed.
Under, who's gonna like show up?
I want to make new definitions for the word underfed.
Golly. But yeah, that's what you see. He's like maniacally laughing at this thing, and
Is there anything else besides the pile of bones in this room? Does he look like he's been held captive?
nope, he looks like he's good to go, but you see significant amount of machinery against the wall that looks to have been broken and removed in his wild state.
let's see.
So I'm gonna use my charisma.
Okay.
And ask him.
So you did ask him a question. You used and it looks like he is unable to communicate very well and is very concerned with gnawing on a bone that's in front of him.
I give him another bone.
If you have one. Do you have
I
one?
will use my 1 day's ration that I have been holding on to forever.
Since the creation of your player.
Good.
Give him earwax.
So you look
No.
as if you need this more than I do, and I'll throw it. So
He just looks at you like in a craze and just consumes it in seconds. And just starts continually scratching at the ground. You can make a perception check. Make a perception check of what Dragonoff, as you're watching them work through this. Sure.
8.
You hear a clunk because we'll say a minute has gone by.
17 Arcana check.
Okay.
on him.
I get a 20.
You guys are kind of checking him out, and you get the sense that his eyes are very glazed over. You think that there is some sort of spell put on him or something. You get his fur, the Knoll's fur, has it's like singed, and you get the sense from looking at him from your check. So you realize that there's a spell on him. You realize that it was demon ichor that he had touched,
Yeah.
and then over time it had probably feebled his mind. I'm gonna want to call it feeble-minded spell, but it seems he's underfed.
So,
All right, cool. That joke's dead.
no, it's not. So,
It's alive.
do I feel like he was kept here and the spell was put on him in order to possibly run the machines in this room to keep the ship going? Do I need to roll yet for that?
You get the sense. Roll again as to why you think he's here.
29.
You mentioned you had overheard and talking with Henry as well, since you were with him, that Lulu, when she was spilling the beans, was talking about Yinagu is a demon lord of Knolls.
Okay.
and a great battle between Zariel occurred, with Zariel almost being defeated by Yinagu, and that's what kind of switched her out. When she was defeated, Asmodeus raised her to keep fighting demons. Because he's a Knoll, you get the sense that whatever raiding party went through this place, he was probably left behind.
Okay.
But he was a part of that, and he's just confused as hell, and he's just hanging out here.
Okay. Well, I don't know if this guy's going to be any help to us.
And you're also getting a sense through your Arcana check, like, might not necessarily be like a lot of transmutation magic. A lot of magic has been put on him. Whether
Does there look like there's any like some water laying around?
Okay. So
no water? Yeah, nah. yeah. I haven't seen any
Not
since
here.
Yeah.
alright.
Dry shampoo. Something that could clean the ichor off of him.
So you're guessing that that's not enough. It rhymes with casting some sort of
Yeah.
spell that you've already.
Also clean the ichor off.
Prior
of
to
him.
Sure. I mean, you can, use a bit of your robe to sponge him off.
So
You have
mage hand to do this
okay.
because I'm not.
Yeah. Okay.
My mage hand, he's gonna try to like clean him up, and I'll use dispel magic. There you are.
Why not? I'm the DM. You cast the spell magic. You guys kind of watch her. You move the mage hands, right? What's your concentration? Is that a concentration? Fuck it. Let's just
I'll mage hand.
rule of cool. We're not digging into this thing.
These equals 10 plus the spell's level. What is this?
Okay.
Don't know exactly.
Go ahead and cast it. And tell me what your DC is.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
DC.
Anybody want to touch this?
So let's see.
So you cast that, and
Oh, so it depends what the spell cast on him is. So if it's a 3rd, 4th, 5th level spell,
Yeah,
the
I think
DC
it's
is
a level.
10 plus that.
Just
So you still have to roll against knowing, I guess. You roll, and then depending on what level the spell that was cast on it, if you beat it or not. So would you roll?
when you cast a spell, you use spells not for fire. You
should be probably, that would be about a 16 for her with a 1. Thanks, Gary.
15 plus. Well, if
That's
I cast it at 5th level, which I can do, you automatically end the effect of the spell on the target if the spell's level is equal or less than E level of the spell slot you use.
So 5th level or lower, it's just
Yes. So I cast it at a 5th, so it's
Okay.
5th or lower.
Let me just check something real quick.
That's the first time I've used this.
Let's hope it works.
use the spell casting.
Change it.
Like whatever.
Oof.
DC.
Yeah, you cast that. It's a 5th level spell. Does not work.
How does he roll anything? Make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. Make a spellcasting ability.
So it would be 5 or 15.
You get the sense the spell that was cast on him is higher than that. Henry, you can see this going on off to your right, where she tries to dispel magic on a creature.
Trying to weigh if I want to burn a higher slot. but I think I have a tool for this. I think my helmet can do it. Yeah, just so you guys know, if you guys think this is that important, then do it. But
Well, I have a feeling this guy probably knows how to run this whole ship and probably knows a lot about it if he's been here since the battle.
Where these rods are, so we don't have to
Well,
switch the
yeah.
entire ship.
He was part of the raiding party. I don't think he was here to run the ship.
You don't think so?
No, that's what kind of I got earlier from my perception check. That was pretty good.
I'm 100% sure I can dispel this magic. If you cast at level 5, and I burn my next level, we're burning a very,
No, I
very
don't think.
important bridge.
I don't know. I mean,
I think the ship's big enough, and from my perception, he was part of the raiding party.
okay.
Like, I feel like we might be wasting our.
Pretty heavy spell, so you know.
Could tell us that the raiding party left with the rods that we're looking for, and we could be doing this for naught.
You wanna maybe check the next room over?
It's like, oh, the rods.
Okay, let me ask you guys this: is this guy going anywhere?
No, I
Let's shut the door on our way out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will see from your checks, though, that the equipment that's in there looks very significant to running this
Is there
machine.
Writing?
Hmm?
Is there any writing on any of the machinery?
You can make another. Every machine resembles a vertical filing cabinet covered with switches and burnout lights.
Like just by like reading like the labels and stuff, can I pick up what?
Sure. Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah. Always.
If only we had an artificer, could we have the DM bring Lantoris and Fedge down and be like, hey, have a look at this, hold these guys here, we're going to go explore further.
Yeah. Lantoris can go in there and spend time and work on that. You get the sense that the two machines, one says receive and one says transmit.
Oh, it's a push to talk. Or push to whatever.
One's like internal messaging and one's external messaging.
Okay. Let's keep looking, unless you guys want to hang up here.
Takir, you ready? So you're sitting there, you hear these noises. You hear a very significant shake. Manu, you feel this as well from that room, but the door looks closed, but you feel the thing shift and shake a little bit. Tagir, you hear wings flying at you as about as you begin to roll initiative for yourself.
I'm gonna die.
Did I seriously just close the door on him?
Yeah.
Welcome to Stronghold, man.
Nice.
He just got me.
And do you count initiative rolls as ability checks? Because I'm rolling at disadvantage for those for the exhaustion right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Initiative? Yeah.
Nice. That's a 7.
7? Okay. 10 sturges. If you're familiar with these 10 weird looking skinless armadillo faced or skinless hairless, they've got a patch of fur on the back of their head, just start screaming around the corner. 4 of them come at you as about 6 of them are swarming in the other direction, and they're all going to take a swing at you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah. My dead body.
multipliers.
Why don't you just say, welcome to Stronghold, bitch?
Forgot to add them to it. Death slide. Dude Sturges. All right. Not sure what your AC is, but they're gonna swing. So I said there's 4 of them. One misses with a nat 1. Does a 19 hit?
Just hits.
Ooh, very fancy. Are any of these messages for me that are coming through?
No.
Okay. You'll take 6 piercing damage, and it remains attached to you. So this one just sticks to you, and it's kind of flapping around like your armpit. This one misses, and the next one hits as well. As it gets onto your back and does 6 piercing damage.
Nice.
You don't have. Do you want to make a noise? You don't have to make a.
I'd make like a disgruntled grunt of a yell.
Yeah. You know what? You're pretty far back. So until you guys felt that shift, now it's your. I'll give you 1 shot, and then I'm gonna move to somebody else. So go ahead and you've got 4 Sturges on you.
Okay. I will. They're all within melee, I'm guessing?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to hit him with my rapier. I'll do 2 attacks.
Okay.
He has Stronghold shirt on.
Yeah.
27 for the first.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Yeah, these things look like they're not exactly. They're like CR 0.2.
So that one gets 7 points of damage, and then I'll attack it again to try and get it out of here.
It's dead.
Oh, nice. I'll attack the one to the right of it.
Yep.
Dirty 20?
Yep, hit.
Okay. And then that one will be 7 points of damage.
Dead. You're rolling disadvantage on the hits, though, correct?
Oh, okay.
But those were 2 hits. So the first guy's dead because those both hit. So roll 2 die for the next one.
13 for
Hits.
the second. Oh,
Yeah. Yep. Let me make sure. 13 is, I think. No. Missed.
Nice. So,
Yep. So 1's dead. 3 are alive, flapping around you.
Good to know. Can I move like
Yeah.
in any way that's not towards them and the others?
You can back away. You're going to take an opportunity attack from the one that missed you. So you're going to. Well, you killed one that was attached to you, correct?
Okay. Yep.
You got 1 attached to your back, like over here. You can hit its wing or something to kill it. And then, so what did I say? 4? 2. You'll get 2 opportunity attacks from 2 that are like flapping in your face. If you're trying to, you can walk about 20 feet behind you, against the wall, away from the big door that just shut, or you can head towards the door.
The door that just shut?
So there's a door away from you that you heard. That's where the big thump and everything kind of shifted, and the bats came from.
Okay.
You're like way back down a hallway. You can keep going away down the hallway or stay where you're at. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'll stay where I'm at for right now, because
Okay.
if I'm just getting
Yep, so you're down an extended hallway where there's little consoles where like imps probably hung out. Farther down the hallway is where the door was, but you can't kind of see that way. You just hear flapping against the wall. So Manu and Kaigon and crew, you guys move out. You see that they were casting some spells. They're talking to Henry in the main room. You guys can come out and just hang out there, Kaigon and Valanthe and crew.
Well, is that door? I'm just going to do a perception check. Do we hear, or do I hear any of that going on? That's a 14.
Yeah, you can hear scratching, but you think that like a bunch of bats or something flew in there and are scrambling its wall, and then something shifted in there that didn't. Everybody feels that like something very large just probably moved from down the hallway or something.
Gotcha. Yeah, let's just go back out.
X-ray vision? Don't you have X-ray vision?
Yeah, that's what I was using to look into the room.
For like right now?
No, I mean I guess I could. Yeah, yeah. If I hear something like I want to see what is in the room now, because that's why I closed the door. Like I heard that shit. Close the door.
Around Kygon and Valanthe and Kluthkin, you're kind of just hanging out there. If you want to do anything, you can. But he begins to like use his round of this to look at what's going on. You see what appears to be a massive blue-looking snake creature just coming out of this thing, and these bats, like sturges that you've seen before, are kind of swarming around it. They're not really, they probably exist together as some sort of symbiotic love thing where they just chill, but and it's just in the room kind of feeling things out, and it's hitting the door that you're against, getting ready to. It's got like its little feet and stuff. It's pretty funky.
All right, so I'll like knock an arrow, just like have it ready.
Kluthkin, you hear something. Only Manu sees it, but it does seem like there's something moving around in there that's gonna get pretty wonky.
Yeah. I'll let everybody know. Hey, there's some interesting stuff in here. I know you can't see it, but I can. It's we could make this spicy now, or we can make it spicy later. What do you guys think?
Let's do this, man.
Yeah, I'm always ready for a fight.
Do it. You want to just blow the doors off and go?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, do what Nano does.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Baron, get back here with me, please.
I'm gonna put my head right next to the door.
If you guys know you're entering combat, go ahead and roll your initiative on this one. James, you're gonna be. You're gonna take one more round. As they're just doing this anyways.
I got the 12.
12. Well, 1 second. So you got a 12. Kygon, are you tracking the? Yep. He had a 7, right? Yep. You had a 7.
Henry 17.
Luke's getting 10.
Manu's 13.
That's the batting order.
Valanthe, what'd you get?
I got
12.
12.
12. Okay. Henry, you look over real quick. Who's kicking the door open?
I'll kick it open.
Kygon, you step back. This is the round, right? Manu kicks the door open. Valanthe, and I'll stop right now because Valanthe will now see a big creature, and I'll put it on the map. If you guys want to roll initiative on this as well, like you can.
Sam? Can we hear it?
That looks familiar.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm not Insta this week.
Build with Titans. This stuff works pretty good. If you just make it like real modular. This could have been any room. Let's see. We'll put him back here. Put Valanthe right here. Kluthkin, you're back. Can you see Kluthkin back here off the edge? Yeah. So this opens up into the main room, we'll say. Where'd that bugbear go? Shoot. There he is.
There's our bugbear friend.
So I can get that bugbear range. I need to 0 bugbear. I just need this.
If you only can be friends with anyone.
You. There's just a bunch of sturges flying around.
All right. So, Blanty, you see this big monster. It's a big monster. And you guys hear this. You can roll your own initiatives if you want and add to it and just ignore them and continue to move on.
Yeah.
With your passive perception, they're pretty beefy. You know what I mean? Like, and you knew that somewhere in this compound there'd be, we're in contact, and you're like, cool beans. Let me know if you need help.
Okay.
So Blanty, door gets kicked open, and then you see this horrifying, like, it looks like a devil Remoraz.
I'm gonna aim for the eyeball.
Go for the eyes, boo. Okay.
Oh.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, that's way better.
What's the dude's name? Go for the eyes, boo.
Myth?
I forget his name.
You got a real simple name.
16?
Quoting monster.
We're
No.
quoting
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter.
Minsk.
Minsk, yeah. Oh, that's a miss. So you shoot this thing, you guys are highly confident, and your guys are like, let's just do this. Let's grip this and rip this. You shoot it, and it bounces straight off its armor. Like it's what does a centipede have? It doesn't have a thorax, it's natural fucking bug armor. Like it bounces off it.
What is that called?
The dice is going
Exoskeleton.
Exoskeleton, thank you.
I believe the word is carapace.
Oh.
Carapace. Is it undurfed? I think is the word. God, I'm stupid. I'm so embarrassed. Worst DM ever.
This whole table right here is like, well, fuck, what's undirt? Let's look it up. Like,
The bad thing is, I said it in a way that you spelled it. Is like, I'm like, damn you, Chris Perkins. You're too smart for us. Nope, I'm just that stupid.
there's fancy words.
So, Valantha, you got another shot?
Yes. Yes.
When you hit it, though, the doorway, it's not short. The door is pretty tall, where like significant, like bone devils or something can walk through. So this thing it rears up, it like uncoils and starts to stand. It opens up a gigantic toothy maw, and you just feel this breath weapon situation.
We're doing the ugly brown die that I don't usually use. Hopefully she'll behave better. Oh, then she does. 25.
So whack, it just sticks, and tell me how much it does as an arrow from your oath bow, right?
Yeah.
Rejoin might on 24s.
We are? Yeah.
Big knife.
13 damage, piercing.
Okay. A pencil. He killed him with the pencil. With a bloody pencil. They got another shot?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. So you just, boom, one bounces off. Kygon, you notice that it flies over your head. You're like, oh, that sucks. And then the next one buries in. Well, you don't care because you've got the damage dealer from hell. So, you're just like rolling up the cruiser weapon, just like, just 1 second, guys. Let me handle this in one shot. All right, it's Sturge time. So, Tagir, you're in the back of this. You can't see what's going on, but all of a sudden you feel another disturbance and a bit like a high pitch, like like something down the hall. You're like, ah, fudge. And the ones that are already connected to you get, I believe, an auto hit. Because they're Sturges and they're just one's still attached to you, correct? Yep.
Yes.
1d4 plus 3. So you lose blood, and you just take 6 points of blood loss, which is kind of cool. I like it when, like, I'm immune to blood loss. Whatever juice that sustains you, you have juice loss. So before anybody metagames next campaign, like, oh, I want a character with no blood. I'm sorry, I'm mean. And the next 2 Sturges take a swing at you. One hits with, I believe, plus 5, 22.
Yes.
It's attached to you, and you get 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
Manu, you were in the door.
I kicked open the door and took a step back.
Pagon, what was your intent? Were you going to be first in?
Yeah, I'm going to put my echo on the back side of it.
But not yet, unless you have a reaction to do that, because they're going to... 1 Sturge is dead. There was 10. You're messing with 3 still. So 7 Sturges are going to... I'm going to say 3 Sturges are going to burst out the door and hit you.
Okay.
Those are 2 misses. 3 misses. So that's 6 Sturges. 1's dead. I'm going to send 3 to Manu. That's 9 Sturges. That's 9. Yeah. So 1's dead, and there was 10. Does 20 your AC?
18.
20 hit? Oh. Okay, so they both hit.
One of them is going to take 7 fire damage if it hits me.
As soon as it gets 6 damage to you, it dies.
So it does
and
6.
The other one,
gotcha. 6 damage.
6 damage, 6 piercing, and the other one attaches to you and gives you 4 piercing damage.
Okay. So
and
one's dead.
Yep. 1's dead. So there's 8 left. 1 stuck on you. 2 stuck on Tigir. And that brings up Kluthkin. You're down the hall. You're behind. I'll give you like half cover behind one of the consoles. You see this thing over the door as the door kicks in. 2 arrows shoot. You notice that, Volanthi's carrying an oath bow, which is pretty solid. Bounces off. You get your shots.
I'll take my shots.
Where are we in the initiative stack? What number?
So you kick the door. That was going to be your action.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
We're down to
No,
Kluthkin.
you're good.
21 to hit.
Hit, sir. So you see, that she really had to bury it. So that's what you did. You know what I mean? Like you pulled it more taut. You undurfed it. I'm just gonna wear that one out. Self-deprecation is a key to success, everybody.
For 10 damage.
Okay.
Let me take another shot. Get another shot. So.
Okay. Better check how many hit points this thing's got.
15.
15 does not hit.
All right. And that's all I can do. Okay, so, all right.
Oof, lots. All right. I just want to say that this thing used its tremor sense to find you guys because it has tremor sense. I've never used that before. Yeah. Through one of your guys' perception, you guys are like, hey, that thing used tremor sense. And Tigir, it's back country. You got your spatula out and you're just swinging around your spatula. You've got 2 attached to you and 1 kind of swarming around your head.
Okay. I'm gonna use my bonus action to activate my gauntlets and pretty much the flaming fury. There's gonna be like a fire that erupts from it and like envelopes around, kind of like in an arc around my rapier.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack these things again.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the 2 that's on me for right now. If that.
When you turn these things on, does it do like everything in a 5-foot radius?
No, it just makes any of my attacks have extra fire damage for.
Cool.
So, first one disadvantage is 16.
That hits. Nice.
I'll just do the damage on here to make it easy. That one will take 1, 2, 6 extra as well. So 14 points. 4 of that is fire.
Completely emulated, just all the ash.
And then I don't think I'm gonna make it with the second one. That's 11 to hit.
Yeah. So you still have one attached to you and one kind of flying above your head.
Okay.
Where's Connor? Tell him just to play.
I think, yeah, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay.
And
keep fighting it out.
Yep.
Okay. Which brings up, okay, so you guys, we're just gonna keep pausing. So that's round 1. You guys are moving down the hallway. Where do you guys left that room. Henry's sticking with you. Henry kind of looks over his shoulder. Cluth can shoot something. Do you guys want to keep moving or
Keep moving.
I thought, are you okay? Yeah, good. And then
We're good.
Lantaurus walks up to you guys, gives you a nod, and walks into the room and begins clattering with stuff.
So, looking at our situation,
Henry, you can do a perception check while you're doing this as you're assessing this monster. Can Lantaurus fixing? He's gonna fix whatever station that was.
Okay.
I think, unless you want to tell him to fix something else, he can fix everything.
Yeah. So perception check. I got a dirty 21.
Yeah, you get the sense that a greater restoration, a heal, or something like that would be able to fix this creature. But that's on you. This is not the DM nudging, but in order to, I'm just trying to, so you guys don't cast any more spells on it. It's a high level. It's been feeble-minded, so that's like a 8th level spell, which is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I was saying. Like, I know I can crush this, but
so
crushing it's going to cost.
For you guys, there's a door open across the hallway, and then there's the hallway that L shapes to the right.
So I'm gonna let Lantaurus do his things in hopes we don't have to burn a spell on him.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just we'll move on. We know he's there. We'll keep it in the back of our minds. Think.
I love how Connor's just chilling inside the Reich wave, like, you guys are good. Let me know.
He's not allowed.
It's
he's
Mother's
not allowed
Day.
to talk to gods or anything.
he's still trapped.
He's
I thought like real life. I was like, that's a bit morbid for the kid. Like, he's watching. He's watching on Twitch. Yeah, his game father is. Yes, he's in Super Bell's Forge prison.
Yeah, he's on a timeout.
Yay! Thanks for the subs.
So we're gonna look into the doorway.
The next one. Okay.
Going across the hall.
If anybody's having confusion with how I'm managing this fight / investigation or whatever, just let me know. This is just how we do it.
Same room.
You guys are looking across the hallway. Ooh. So you look into a room that has a door on the opposite side.
We see 9 rods.
Yeah.
All stacked up nice and neat.
Yeah.
They're actually
Don't Google that. Sparks rain down from torn holes in the ceiling, falling onto a pair of rectangular machines that have been torn from the walls. The machines now stand in the middle of the room, their loose wires sticking out like bad hairdos. So imagine like a comm closet. Like they've been ripped out and then the cords are kind of ripped against or hanging against the wall. And then you see a door beyond that close.
So I'm getting the sense.
So this will be round
these
based.
rods that we are looking for are kind of like keys. And if I was to keep these keys safe from somebody, from turning Alterel around, they'd be locked. Probably not anywhere near a control room, which is where we are.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna have to look a little bit deeper.
Find a way to get down.
Yeah.
Maybe it's through that door.
You guys are conversing. You guys are conversing in a very non-action sense, right? So the door is opened. That's kind of a non. You guys are talking like, no, it's a comm closet as things are going on over here. So you guys can take actions to perceive, to move forward into the room. The room's roughly 15 feet. In front of you is a door that's closed.
I want to do a perception check to see if there's anything in here that, other than just like the wires and the.
What kind of perception? Are you adding anything, or perception, or so just a straight
I guess I
wisdom?
want to take a look inside the room, move things around, see if there's anything underneath wires.
Okay.
If there's anything in here that's useful to us.
Gotcha.
Mission.
Okay.
We're also gonna look for booby traps.
Yep.
28.
Oof, nice. So I'm gonna say you walk into the middle of the room. It's your action. You start searching things. You're looking for traps and stuff. You get the sense that this was also picked clean. Anything of value probably moved. Has the same infernal writing that has to deal with dials and open, close, on, off. Next to a gizmo is a symbol, right? You're starting to make out, though, having done this, a number system.
Okay.
You're starting to understand that there's a two, there's a 360 or a 0 and a 180.
Yeah.
Type of program on some dials that you've seen, and you are picking out a basic numbering system, and then there's like longer things like that must mean this is an altimeter, this blah 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 blah.
Okay.
This room, though, as I mentioned, is a comm closet. Kind of sense to it. Nothing really, not a lot of infernal written in here.
When you say number system,
Yeah.
I mean like this might go on first, and then this is the second switch, where you're just saying that I recognize that, hey, these symbols must be numbers.
You're starting to understand. Yep. Like if you were to walk through an airport or whatever, and you see common things, this squiggly line looks like a 1.
Okay.
Or something like
I
that.
can read all languages.
You already know that. I'm telling him that he's starting to pick it up because he's investigating and got a high perception. You realize that one thing is a numbering system, and you're like, that's what 1 to 10 looks like if I have to come back here and reference that. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I go check in with Lord Taurus real quick and ask him if he can plug into anything in the control room to get like an overall map of the place?
Yep. Oh, so you want to R2D2? Can you R2D2? And he's like, he does a spinny thing. So you get the sense that he's going to need about an hour in this room to fix and understand one thing.
Okay.
But he tells you that do you want him to continue to work on the communications thing? Because this room is a communications room. That's what he
left him in the control room with
the control the console.
Yeah, with the null.
Yeah. So that room, as he was looking at it, what was that W4?
Like a control room.
Nope, it transmits messages again.
Care about messages.
Okay, so he breaks off that.
Dewey, secret.
So you can use him to figure out what that new room is for. I'll say that. So he can pull off that as in this action in this round. Keep looking. Yeah. You'll know it when you know it.
5-minute break here in a little bit, possibly.
Yeah, sure. In a sec, yeah.
Okay. I want to go look in a locked area somewhere.
I'm gonna open the door ahead of us because, this room looks like it has nothing going on.
Yeah, let's
And I'm open the next door
keep going.
ahead of us.
I mean, Manu, if you need to step away, you're fine.
It wasn't just
1 o'clock.
Yeah, it was at 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Keep going. We're gonna go.
Keep going.
Yep.
Go through that next door.
Yep.
So he's used his round to perceive. You open the door and kept moving. You can open up the door.
I'm opening this next door.
All right. Jagged gashes in the outer walls allow the hellish sky of the Avernus to light this room. So there's holes against the wall, and you can see the outside kind of coming through. An open hatch in the floor leads down to the lower decks, and a metal console is plugged into the wall. So you could see over his shoulders infernal writing against a console. It's various messages. That like if you plug in something, it gives out. There's various messages that it would say within the ship. Like
eat or
yeah, so it's just like recorded message 1, recorded message 2, recorded message 3, and alarm.
There's no way to find out what they are without playing them, is there?
Oh, so Henry walks into the room and he said, he's just kind of hanging out behind you guys, and he puts his elbows down and he says, like, I think we just got to test it. So that's your guys' rounds, right? Because you guys explored 2 rooms. You see that more. You're getting the sense there's a lot of messaging coming from this console, or from the ship itself. Had a lot to do with communication, right? Because it's a command ship. So, but you saw 4 available messages if you plug in a certain thing.
Yes, but I don't want to.
Can we hear the messages without plugging it in? No.
I can't read them. Can I?
They have nothing that you can think of.
Can I like play along on the console and see if I can figure out how to just read them instead of?
So your action has been moved, and your perception, you're walking in. You could probably do that in the next round, but yes. So we're gonna stay round based as this is happening, just in case you guys get sucked into combat. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Then there's a hole in the floor.
I'm going down.
See anything through the hole?
No, not yet. You can look. You've already done some perception, maybe not? Yeah.
I don't feel like
You want to look down the hole?
I said we gotta go down there because that's probably where storage is anyways.
Yeah.
Let's go down the hole.
You just go down the hole?
Yeah.
Mirror just boop.
I guess fly on it.
You hit the deck.
Like a ladder.
You look. It looks like an open bay. Imagine like an AT-AT where the troop bay is. You see like an open room that you get the sense where just packs of dudes probably were moved around the battlefield. As you get down there, this slimy looking slug just drips against your face as you roll initiative. As you look around it, it's got these 2 little feeler eyes, and bones and skulls and ribs from collected monsters are attached to this bone whelk's back. Looks like that. And I'll put
that sucks.
Yeah. I'll put it. I'll just have to keep messing with this thing, but you'll theater the mind that one, and we'll move things around the map as we share these.
Look at all the spells up.
So go ahead and roll initiative on that one.
1.
You rolled a 1?
Yes.
Okay, we got that.
Good thing I got that out the way.
You can roll initiative, and you can as well, because you just hear him go as this kind of
Nasty.
Yeah, 1-1.
I guess I'm going first. With my 6.
But I guess.
And you got a 6?
Hold on. No, I gotta do my. That's weird. Oh, I got a. Yeah, no, I got a 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah.
So James, you have a really high initiative count in this.
Yes.
So that starts back at the beginning, which I believe is Henry. You hear all of this go down because you're kind of in initiative rolls on everybody, and you're just kind of managing things. You hear Mirren go as he gets down, and you get the sense through your perception that he probably ran into something down there. He could either handle it, he couldn't. You're in the middle. Can you do what you want to do?
I'll use my movement to
You rolled a
try
1.
and follow. What's that?
I answered the message.
So I'll use my movement to go try and follow where he went, cautiously, obviously.
You can move 30 feet up to the hole and look down.
Okay.
So you boldly walk up, as things are just kind of shit showing. You walk up and you look straight down the hole.
Okay. Hey, buddy, you okay? And I want to hold action.
I don't know yet.
If Mirren looks like he's in trouble,
Okay.
my held action will be Sacred Flame.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna try to break up the map so you guys can have some room, and then they can as well. Puppy's behind. But okay. All right. So as that develops, I painted these bone whelks, so I want to use them. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna force that somehow.
Yeah.
Let's see. So Henry,
Take the boat off.
Kygon, what was your initiative roll?
16.
Okay, so you're next. You see this, like, two bolts, two arrows stick into this thing, and 3 Sturges, come out towards you, and 3 towards Manu, right? I think that's the math I used. He kills one, just as awesome as your team works, the tanks are up front and the arrows fly over your head, much like Lord of the Rings, where your hair flashes and an arrow hits somewhere.
All right, I'm gonna put my echo on the backside of the Remoraz snake guy.
Okay. His echo is up there in the back of the ship if he can reach it. He wants to put it on the backside of the Remoraz. The Remoraz is awesome.
Yeah, that
can
is.
you do a quick snap of the fight scene for me so that I can have good content tomorrow when I'm nerding? I just need content. And the build for Titani's guy might be able to use it in Gary Con. What was your hit, buddy?
I'm gonna smash the little bat things that are next to me. I'm just gonna have my echo over there.
Okay.
Okay. So that's gonna be 24 to hit.
That hits. Your modifier has to be 19 now.
It's
Huge.
18.
Oh, is it?
Okay. So that's 9, 21 points of damage. Bludgeoning.
Okay. On the Sturge.
Yeah.
So you hit it, it just obliterates it, smashes like an insect underneath this thing, and doesn't seem too difficult to hit. With that one on your body?
None of them were attached to me. They all.
Oh, okay. All right.
And I'm gonna hit another one.
Okay.
And that's a 31 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that's 19 points of bludgeoning.
It's dead. Yeah, it's just you're just taking your hammer, just you wait for him to come around as they're swirling, and you're just smacking them, and 2 easily die.
And that's gonna do it for me.
Okay. So there's 6 left, and I believe you're dealing with 2 more, correct, James? Of the Sturges?
Yes.
Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Manu. Nope. Yay, it's Remoraz time. This is a sporty Cal Remoraz.
What extra features?
Yeah. All right. Oh, fun. All right, it's going to bite Manu. Does a 20 hit?
It hits.
Oh, nice. So the thing opens up its maw, it comes down on you. Ooh, 60-10. Very fancy.
God dang.
Yeah, I thought it was like a water pool, not like a giant sword.
Yeah.
That's cool.
41 piercing damage.
God damn.
41 piercing damage, and as it hits you, you suffer, as the teeth dig into you, you suffer 12 necrotic damage, and you are grappled.
Well, he's going to take as a reaction, 1d4 piercing damage.
Take that.
From my shell. So he takes 3 piercing damage. And then I'm from the inside, as he's biting down onto my head, from the inside, you're gonna regret that.
Okay. It took 4 damage, you said?
3.
Okay. All right. And that brings you up, Manu, as you say that.
Yeah, so I was gonna deal with the
You're
Sturgis.
grappled. So you have the... Yeah, so you are restrained, buddy.
Right. Well,
No, you are... Yeah, you're restrained.
I was gonna deal with the Sturgis, but we'll just say we're gonna attack twice with Uza, a minimum of 18 on the attack for each of these with disadvantage. So,
Yep, so you're at disadvantage, but it's still gonna be like a 90 to hit.
yeah.
You guys.
So that first one's gonna be a 21 to hit, and the second one
That's
will
it.
be a 20.
I mean, you can
One to
escape
hit.
the grapple if you want to. For
Oh,
as an action.
Hell no!
Okay, cool.
I'll stay grappled. Yeah. So he's actually, I'm raging. Yeah, as he bites down, bonus action, I'm raging. And then that's going to be, first swing is going to be 22.
That hits.
20. No. So they're both already hits. I'm doing the damage.
Oh.
So 25. And then the
Okay.
second one is 17, 20 slashing.
Okay.
And it needs to make a... Oh, that's the wrong one. Where are you? $17 con.
Okay, it got a 21.
Well, fuck that then.
Heated necrotic body. A creature that touches the Remoraz or hits it with a melee attack within 5 feet of it takes. So as you hit this thing, 11 necrotic damage. Ugh. You sure you want to stay grappled? Ugh.
I could do that at the end of my turn, right?
As an action, you can pull out of it.
It's just a strength check at the end of the turn, right? Or is it a full action? I'm probably wrong by that.
If you're going to escape a grapple, or if you're restrained from something, I think that's a whole action.
How much damage did I take?
11.
11. Okay.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's an action to.
And then as part of my rage, it would take 6 fire damage.
Okay. As you rage and break down in this thing, you can see that the fire that you are hitting this with just kind of flows into it. As if it's kind of really chill with fire.
Well, that sucks. That would be 5 fire damage. But
Okay.
yeah. Roger, it just sucks it up.
Valanthe, you see Manu just get, like, he's almost like half devoured, and he's just fighting inside of its mouth right now. Not looking too good.
Jump in there.
We'll finish this round and then take a break. So we'll just keep pressing through. Sorry, Kluthkin. You're up soon.
Okay, I am. This motherfucker is fucking us up. All right, I'm using Oathbow. I am going to whisper in Elvish, swift defeat to my enemies, and make this bitch my bitch.
Oh, okay.
That's my sworn enemy.
Okay. Nice.
So I get to
Like an extra
have
3d6 or
incredible-
something, if I remember.
What's that?
It's like an extra 3d6 or something, if I remember correctly. What?
Yeah, it takes an extra 3d6 piercing damage
Yeah.
when I hit it. And I've got until sundown, so let's get this.
Yeah. Oh.
20.
Yep, we'll get around to it. 20 hits.
Okay, how many d6?
Have you used this action yet? Have you used
I used it.
how many sundowns have you had?
Shit, I don't know. Hold on.
That's the sad part about the Avernus, and I don't mean to like break our friendship, but as you try to do this, you haven't had another day yet because you are in hell.
Ah, shit. Oh, nope, I only read the part about only having one at a time and I killed the other one, but you're right, I don't think it's been another dawn yet. So
Yeah, you notice you look up at those two creepy looking suns in the whatever, and they're just in the same spot. Yeah, you're like, oh, boo.
Alright, D8 then. D8, where'd you go? Son of a biscuit.
Is this a homebrew oath bow?
8 plus 6, 14 damage, piercing.
No, it's not.
Because I was reading it says when your sworn enemy dies, you can choose a new one after the next dawn. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no dawn. Yeah.
So.
Sad.
Okay, anyway, 14 damage.
Okay, you missed. You remember missing, and you know the strength and where to hit it, and you hit it right in the middle of its plates again, and it's just as it's got like Manu in its mouth, it's like, yeah. You can't hear the high pitch, but it's just trying to swallow Manu. Hint. It's gonna be it.
Aim for the mouth, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna like try to skewer one up the nostril or something so I don't hit Manu.
Okay.
Second shot is. Sorry, I got old eyes. 26.
6. So that's a hit.
Okay. 4 plus 6 is 10 damage.
10 damage.
Piercing.
Okay. Same thing. You bury another arrow in it. It's got 3 arrows stitched up in it. In its front, and its head's curled down, consuming Manu. Plenty, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. 2 Sturges are going to attack Tagir that are left. Only one, I believe, hits with a 20.
Yes.
All right. So it latches onto you. Where's my 4?
Oh, I forgot. I completely forgot to say the Sturges also took 5 fire damage when I raged. All the Sturges within 10 feet of me all took
so your
that.
2 Sturges just dropped.
And so, yeah.
0 Sturges left for you.
Yep.
Okay. And I believe 0 Sturges left for
Kygon,
right?
probably too. Yeah.
1 left.
If he's
there was one, but it'd be within 10 feet of him.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yep. They all just eat shit. You take 5 piercing damage as another one attaches to you, and I believe the other one was still attached as well. Correct?
Yes.
That one just does life juice stuff for 5 more life juice damage.
Woohoo!
How you doing, buddy?
I'm still alive.
Pluthkin. You see the arrows get stitched up. Manu being, you see it's like 2, quads and turtle feet just chilling there, and Kygon just smashed some Sturges in front of you.
All right. If I go like try and pull Manu free from that thing.
Sure. You can run up and
grab up and try and.
Yeah, go ahead and make a check. You use athletics or aerobics or aerobics.
Athletics.
Use your jazzercise.
High bow.
All right, so do a I guess an athletics check.
Sure, acrobatics or athletics, whatever you choose. You can. I'd like to think that you're able to like brace yourself to pull him out, or you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, like run up and grab him and just yank.
Okay.
Can he move?
24.
Yeah, so Manu, you're in there battling. You've been quite rude to Kluthkin quite a bit. And Air Genocide pulls you out of this thing. And, you're out. That's going to be your action, walking up and pulling him out.
Yep.
James, you're up. 2 Sturges attached to you, affixed.
So that fire that's swirling around is going to shift to green as I cast green flame blade cantrip.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and attack one of them that's on me.
Sure.
Green flame.
15 to hit.
Hits.
Oh, nice. I'll do this damage first and then. $19 fire damage.
Super dead. Yeah, just that thing explodes.
And that flame is going to flicker and lick off and hit the other creature just because it's within 5 feet of me and take.
Is it more than 2 damage?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
yeah. So that was. You have your movement if you want, but you know that there is a significant conflict standing in front of you. What I will say from your passive perception is everything is pretty damn evil in these places. You're getting a sense that, like, caution.
Yeah. Plus, I'm at half movement, so 35 halved. I will edge closer and kind of like peek around the
You
side
see
to
a ghostly looking half orc dwarf Echo shimmering, standing behind a humongous Remoraz that is just barfed up a turtle in front of you. So that's kind of, you're like, okay, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Nothing
Epione,
makes sense here.
You heard Mirren fall into this hole, and Henry walked up, looked down into the hole, and you heard Mirren just like, you're not sure. What do you want to do? Want to place with them? There's some cool buttons. You know what I mean? Or there's a Mirren downstairs. This is your action. And once we clean this up, we'll take a break.
Go to the hole and I'll look down at it.
You see a horrible looking slug about to lick Mirren in some sort of way. It's got like weird bones on its back. Like it's got an adhesive that sticks to everything. It's got like gum. You know what I mean? There's gum attached to it. Cat hair. Old Doritos. Like the underside of everybody's couch. But does it look like the hole?
Does he look like he could climb out of the hole?
Oh yeah. It's affixed to the wall. And when he came down, Mirren like looked up and this thing's like, hello. Hey puppy.
I'll Eldritch blast it and push it away from Mirren.
Okay.
At least he has time to react.
Okay, cool. And use Old Faithful. Shadow Clone Jutsu!
I believe that is, I don't know, 26, 14, right?
14, something like that.
It's plus 14?
Yeah. That's a hit.
26.
If it's attacking Mirren, that's why I held my action too. Does my Sacred Flame roll?
It's not attacking him, but I mean, looks really shitty. You know what I mean? Like,
it's threatening, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think that's 18 points of damage and push 10 feet.
Okay. It just slides down a hallway away. And takes how much? 18? Yep. Bone kind of falls off it as you blast it. And it slides down the hallway. Very much.
If that's the case, it needs a dex save of 21, or it takes 21 damage from my Sacred Flame.
Holy crap.
So you just Sacred Flame this thing, like, and it just incinerates it. Yeah, from that part, it just kind of falls in bones. But the light from that, you see 4 more just like also do the slow alien head thing down around you, and they're just like right there, like, ugh. It's gonna get real yummy.
Climb out of there?
No, it's like 14 feet, whatever your highest jump is.
Just one foot higher than you can jump.
Just out of the way. Too much plate now.
Where's the rope?
I will telepathically talk to my nightmare and be like, you need to get here.
Oh.
But it's not easy to fly to get.
No, it can go through the ethereal plane. So it's
Get here.
on its way. Yeah. It just boops into the ethereal plane, and you can just assume that it's coming.
its way.
Yeah.
And then
En route.
let's see.
Inbound.
No, exactly. Yeah. I will.
Your pastime. Then.
What is that? Shields of Faith.
Your pastime.
Yeah, we're gonna clear up this round. You
Well,
guys
just
can go
Shields of
and
Faith myself
break time.
and hold fast.
You're gonna hoop?
Shields of Faith. So
Okay.
+2 AC.
Okay.
And
Dragunov, you see the shooting going down the hole, and Henry casts something down the hole as well. You're like 10 feet back from the hole.
Okay. I'm going to move towards the hole. So
Yep. You look down and you don't see anything down there, unless like just from your basic, it's just pretty dark.
not even with my.
You look down and you do see in front of Mirren like 2 hanging from the ceiling, 1 on the floor.
Okay.
These 3 slugs, like giant slugs.
Okay, I'm gonna steer clear of that hole. I don't want to fall in.
Okay.
I think.
And then there's the switches on the wall right there. Just so like
Can I roll a
definitely
perception
one of
to see what these switches?
you couldn't read it.
Okay.
Yeah. She told you that it looks like messages. If you plug this thing in a message.
Okay,
Yeah.
those switches. Okay, those switches. I thought he meant like switches like
Just
this now.
different
Okay. Like phone switches, not like.
Yep. The one, it's like recorded message 1, recorded message 2, 3, and then alarm.
I will. I'm just gonna turn around, away from the hole. Hey, I'm gonna call down to you. Are you good down there? You got any help on the way? Anything from me?
You see a gauntlet in thumb. Like,
Good.
All right, so I'm just gonna stay in the room. Hey, let me know if you need anything.
pull some rear security.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't even want to touch one button, huh? Just kidding.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what's gonna.
One of them says Dragunov with like an arrow.
Yeah.
Like, hit the button. I'm just kidding. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick. Let's take 5 to 7. Let's push it to 7 since I held you guys for a while. I'm just kidding. 10-minute break, and then we'll be right back. got Henry up? All right, so Henry is back up at the head of the initiative. You just Sacred Flames. You held your action. Sacred Flames, one of the bone whelks. As the flame splashed down on the one and eviscerated it, you saw at least 3 more down in the pit. Can you see on the Zoom screen? Yeah, it's kind of. I like that it's shadowy. That's what you can see. You see a bit of a Mirren sword, and then a shadowy, looks like bone whelks down there. Expertly painted by myself. I'm glad you can't see. They're pretty terrible. Yeah.
Turn up the Avernus.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to dim this a lot more. Yeah.
I can see the Zoom screen.
Yeah, so in the Zoom screen, you can see those 3 bone whelks in front of Mirren, who's down there by himself. So this is off yours, and you're not subscribed to us. That's why we.
I am.
Oh. So I think Skylar, who just ran off, I think he actually sets this to do commercials regardless. I don't know.
It says subscribe.
So feel informed on how this works.
Either way,
No,
it's
just regular.
I can't leave my bro hanging.
Can't leave your bro hanging.
I just
Can't leave
saw
him
him
hanging.
for the first time in years. So I'm jumping down.
Jumping on that.
Oh, Henry's in the fight. Where's our Henry piece? He's behind your. He jumps down behind Mirren in his plate mail.
Clunk.
Yeah.
Let me straighten out my hat.
Yeah, behind him. Yeah, behind Mirren.
And this is starting the next turn, right?
Yes. So this is round 3, and this is your turn.
Okay. I'll make a quick Han Solo to Luke Skywalker comment, just like old times, huh, friend? And
Aww.
Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
For the closest bone whelk.
And it's
Dex save 21.
Ooh, hang on. Let's see how dexterous a bone whelk is. I just assume because it's a slug, but I don't want to be sluggist. Where?
Sluggist.
Yeah.
A failed Dex save nets.
Oh,
16.
-3. Yeah, this thing is
Dex.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's 16 radiant.
Okay. Boom! You sploosh it with holy radiant firelight from the ceiling, and it some of the bones kind of melt on its back. It looks in really rough shape.
Do you guys have any salt on you?
Fresh out.
Holy salt.
From the Dead Sea.
Henry, you want to do it? You jump down, that's your action. And then you held your position. Okay. Kaigon. On the other side. Meanwhile, fighting at Remoraz, Kaigon. There's your echo is behind this thing. You saw Kluthkin bravely pull out Manu out of this thing's mouth. And
you're welcome.
You're welcome. It's up with 3 arrows.
When he sees Manu get chomped, he's going to rage, and then he's going to charge in, and not using the echo, he's just going to using himself. He's going to attack the Remoraz.
All right. So Kaigon moves forward with the actual hammer of thunderbolts.
Yep. And I'm going to use the Great Weapons Master.
Okay.
That's
Here comes the damage.
29 to hit.
That's a hit, sir.
That is 11 plus 12 is 23 plus 3, 36 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
He's gonna do it again.
You run in and you bat swing this thing straight to the chest as its head rears back and what you assume is Remoraz pain.
All right. That one's gonna be a 28 to hit.
It's a hit.
That is 35 points of bludgeoning.
Goo. Okay.
Then I'm going to unleash my incarnation.
Okay. So you just taking like axe swings with your or hammer swings at this thing, and you're smashing it pretty good as its head is writhing against the ceiling in pain. You're doing mega damage on this thing.
Oof, that's not as good. 21 to hit. It was only a 3.
You're at a level 8 campaign right now. Yeah, you're. Okay.
9, 21.
I need a calculus.
That's not as good. 21.
It's 31 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And yeah, that's it.
All right, one sec. Give me 1 second while I do some math, some hasty math. Beep, 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 beep. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. So, did you unleash incarnation with your echo, or you're hitting him 3 times?
No, unleash incarnation has to come from the echo.
Okay, so you come in there, swinging in, blasting this thing 3 times, and it's just like wiggling and trying to like it almost begins to like turn around, and then it just gets like this last ditch. It's gonna try to snatch up. You pulled Manu out, Kluthkin, so you're up there close to it, eh? Tight. Cool.
Don't forget about my necrotic damage because I was in melee with it.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Aw. And you will receive 8 necrotic damage as your skin begins to like age as this like weird slime gets on you.
Also, my echo is gonna die because it attacked, unless that specifically attacks the creature.
If your echo hit and it got in melee, it hit. It's dead.
If the necrotic damage is specifically for a creature, then it won't affect the echo. So it depends on the wording on that one.
It hit. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm just assuming it has a physical form. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah. So it's gone. And then, so does a 25 hit Kluthkin?
Oh, yeah.
This thing swings back around and makes 1 bite attack something your small creature is grappling. You take like these razor sharp teeth that like funnel inside of its body. You feel it just razor you as it completely swallows you. Kluthkin just disappeared, and he's gonna take.
No good deed goes unpunished.
That's what I get for helping, I guess.
Never again.
I'll remember this.
35 piercing?
Oh.
Are you dead?
No, I was able to heal back up because I was able to rest a bunch.
Oh, that's good.
And
My turn to poop.
The remerence.
you take 11 necrotic damage as well.
Sword thrust down his throat. Yeah. Open up his belly.
Yeah. I'm giving you guys the Guardians of the Galaxy fight right now. I was hoping Monty was just gonna send it and just crawl up there.
I've seen this.
So, did you get the 11 necrotic as well?
Yeah, I got it.
I'm set of the day.
Gamora. So you're restrained, and that brings up Manu.
Yeah, I'm still raging, so that's a good thing.
The only time it's good for.
I'm taking a step back to 10 feet
Out of yeah, you get an opportunity attack. That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, pushing myself back with Uza to 10 feet. So Uza's a 10-foot pole. And
You
then
can't.
basically I'm just taking a step back and attacking with Uza from 10 feet.
Okay.
Does that... I mean, yeah, I would take an
Yeah.
opportunity attack. Sure.
It cannot. Till this grapple ends, the target restrained, and the Remorhaz cannot bite another creature. Nope. While Kluthkin is being digested, you cannot be. It's chewing right now.
Pretty occupied.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, so 2 hits. It's an 18 plus. So that one's going to be a 27 to hit. And then a 25 to hit.
Both hit.
And that's going to be 10 plus 24 is 34, 40.
Okay, total.
Slashing. Total.
Okay. Yep. So you do slashing damage with Uza? Oh yeah, because it's a pole arm.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Then you do so many different things with this thing. So you reach out with your halberd and just bash this thing 2 times. Like you choke up like really low, choke down.
Sorry.
And you swing as far as you can with the pole arm and do damage. I think Kluthkin was wearing what? Just say it out loud. Well,
I said, I think Kluthkin was wearing a red shirt. He's a red shirt guy. Star Trek.
Star Trek? Yeah. Manu, 2 strikes and you moved. You good?
Yeah, that's it.
Valanthe, you just watched and you had never met him before. Some dude that came out of there was wearing a red shirt, just to like that. You're like, oh shoot, I hardly knew you, as the song goes that we heard 2 days ago drinking green beer. Just yoink, gets swallowed. You can see a thin body kind of gulping down. Just getting tore to shit. I think you're muted, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I like Kluthkin, we hardly knew you, but do the same thing, and I'm gonna just aim for the little overlap in the plates, kind of sneak an arrow up in there, see how that works for us.
Okay.
Oh, so that's gonna be an 11. That one.
Okay. 11 to miss. So you're just a little bit unnerved by what you just saw, and just it flies straight past. From your aspect of this, Tagir, you see an arrow just dart against the wall and drop. But that was a clean looking arrow, that I'll say to you. Like a normal people arrow, not something that comes from a demon or a devil, you know what I mean? Another shot?
Right, so that's a 21.
That hits.
Shit. 7, 6, 13 piercing.
Okay. Yep, so you miss. You steal yourself. Steady. Whack, hit above where you see, Kluthkin's feet are dangling. You know what I mean? And then he disappears and you shoot it in the lip. Is that your turn? Is that your action? Nothing okay. It's Bone Whelk time. These things kind of like burgleflug up to you. They're like, that's what they sound like. The one that just dies from Henry, I kind of saved this for a little bit as because it was emulated from the damage. 200 tweet.
Kill it with fire.
Nah, I'll save that. I'll just save it. Screw it. I'll just add another one. It doesn't have a bow. It bites. So 1 takes a bite at you for 17. Miss?
That's a miss.
Another one comes up to you. When it hits you, you just adhere to this thing. You can escape, but immediately, like, you just stick to this thing and it bites you. Nat 20. Huzzah! Yep. So it hits you and with a whopping. Uh-oh, she's up. 8. With a whopping 9 piercing damage on a crit. Another one. That's just sad. That's just depressing. And another one walks up to try to hit, like, tries to climb up the wall a little bit and does a little licky poo at you, trying to get to Henry, and misses.
Okay, so it made an attack against him, so I'll use my, what do you call it, reaction, do an attack on it.
Okay.
Well, was it a in melee range attack or like a?
Yeah, they're both. You guys are sitting next to each other, and because you guys are talking from helms to helm, can't really hear each other. So I assume you're like, oh, like what?
So disadvantage. Let's see. 2 to 13 is going to be a 15 to hit.
That is a.
I'm gonna get a net 20 on that fucking time. I'll get it.
Miss. I mean, it's a hit. That's a hit.
15 is it?
Yeah, and this is the one adhered to you.
The one that
You're-
tried to swing at Henry.
You are currently grappled.
Okay.
So which means disadvantage, I believe.
Oh, disadvantage because I was exhausted already.
Yep. Oh yeah. So you're already like.
Yeah,
Yep.
so-
Same.
No, still disadvantage.
Okay.
Is this creature considered, I guess, a demon devil fiend or not?
Nope. It's a monstrosity.
Then half of that.
Yeah.
All right, so 8, 9 plus 7, so 16 damage to that.
I will say this is the one that Henry already hit.
It's the one that spat at Henry.
Yep.
I was trying to climb.
So you hit it with the sword, and as it, you hit it, it just goes at this huge scream called the death scream.
Never good.
When a bone whelk dies, it emits a blood-curdling shriek that can be heard out to a range of 120 feet. This is everybody in the map. This shriek causes non-magical organic material within 10 feet of the bone whelk to rot. So if you're wearing non-magic material, it begins to rot on you. Each creature within 10 feet of the bone whelk, when it dies, takes 2d8 necrotic damage.
Wait. So within 120 feet, your non-magical
Begins to rot.
within 120 feet.
Yep.
You can hear it within 120 feet, but within 10 feet, your stuff.
Yeah. Each creature within 10 feet, the shriek causes non-magical or organic material within 10 feet of the bone whelk. Dude, you're not there.
Here, 120 feet.
Yeah, Henry's underwear, your underwear, both just like you guys are wearing chainmail,
Magic.
and you guys are now touching tin. You know what I mean? Like, a little bit cold, bro.
This flash, I don't wear underwear.
You guys both take 8 necrotic damage. Henry and Mirren.
8.
D. That was 1, 2, 3 bone whelks, and now it is. I've got too many books on me. Who's next on the initiative?
The whelks.
They have a spray for that.
You can borrow this if you want.
There it is. So that was the bone whelks. Klufkin. Oh, you're grappled. You can try to scramble out, and that's about it.
All right, I will try to scramble out.
Oh, but you're gonna take some damage first. Hang on, I'm sorry. So at the beginning of your turn, you take 6d6 necrotic damage. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like a dick. This is not fun for me. I'm ruining your day. Like,
How much necrotic damage?
10, 20, 26 necrotic damage on as it starts, like as you begin to like try to get out of here, it burns in a necrotic deathly way. I don't know.
All right, I'll try. Here we go. Like, go against strength, right?
Yep.
So 22.
Okay, you're out. Like you somehow stick your hands on the opposite side of like its teeth as it's trying to guzzle you down, and you just force yourself out, scraping in that 26 damage, we'll say, and you come out all like mucusy, like take a look over at Manu, like oof, in the breath. It had Remoraz breath, which you guys are now familiar with. That's your turn as you're contemplating life again, of course. Sorry.
Movement?
And that brings up no movement because that was your strength to get out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Tagir, you are looking down. You saw this echo hit this thing. Arrows flying, and you see it like regurgitate a light blue skinned creature in purple robes.
Okay. With 15-ish feet, can I get within 10 feet of the large creature?
You can run up on it. Sure.
All right. I'm gonna run up on it, and again, that fire's gonna turn green.
Okay.
As I go to strike it.
Okay.
And that 20 wasted. Okay. Dirty 20.
Okay, it's good. It's good. Good.
It will take that.
Apiona, you're on deck. Caught you. Yeah. It's like, wait.
19 for the first hit. And then I'm going to Mystic Frenzy. So whenever I use a cantrip, I can use my bonus action to make another one weapon attack. And I'll try and
you slide up with your rapier and stab this thing. The echo is
reach on this is just so long.
When you hit this thing, you take 11 necrotic damage. As in, like, as you hit it and it sprays necrotic damage on you.
Can I reaction Hellish Rebuke it?
Sure.
Okay, it's gonna be
before you die. Is this?
No, are you... I'm still up barely. It'll take 18 more fire damage.
I don't know how, and I don't want to get all. I don't know how you kill something with Hellish Rebuke, but you did. So how did you kill this thing with Hellish Rebuke? Really putting the movie magic on you right now.
With the grossness that came off of it, you'll see kind of like it spark back and sizzle as it shoots off into flame, and that flame's gonna kiss off and hit into the creature and just engulf it.
As you yell something crazy at it?
Yeah, probably.
And then, so Manu, you see this thing shift away from you guys and fall dead. And on the opposite side of it, there's like a bugbear who's like singed fur, just kind of sitting there with a green flaming rapier.
I flip Uza around.
Like,
I just flip Uza around and just ready myself for whatever the hell
is. Still your turn, James, if you want to say, like, me, but...
Don't kill me.
Don't kill me.
You have a non-action left, I suppose.
You all aren't demons, are you? So it's how you start.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm kind of demonish.
You're devilish.
I'm devilish.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I'm devilish. Definitely devilish.
Can you do the Mel Brooks?
Yeah. Sam, you hear this, and Kaigon, you hear this. You're all kind of standing there, and Volanthi, you can't see who they're talking to around the corner, but somebody says something, and you can tell they're interacting. Kaigon, you want to say anything for your non-action?
No.
You've seen a bugbear before. Remember fighting them on the way to Tiamat's temple, so...
Well, didn't Manu used to have a pet bugbear?
No, that was an owlbear.
Owlbear.
Bugbears was during your first D&D session thingy. Those things that were down inside the little redoubt.
Gotcha. Yeah. So I'll pull out my hammer and ready myself.
You would have normally just hit him. I'm just kidding. You manifest. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
You said it was non-action, so I can't hit him.
And Clues, can you see it as well? Do you want to do anything? You want to just hold?
Me, I'm just gonna wipe
Okay.
nastiness off my face. Get the stuff off.
All right. Yeah. Near-death experience. Apione.
Shout down to them. Is there any more of those slugs down there?
Are you looking down?
Oh, I was already looking.
Yeah, there's just 2 slugs still in there. One is attached to Mirren, and one is like about to attach itself to Henry.
Okay. Which one's closer?
The one next to Henry.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot the one from Henry.
Okay. Do you guys' proficiencies go up when you hit 18? Are you guys like
no.
Okay.
No, I'm still +6.
Okay, +6. Okay.
Yeah, that won't even change when I get to 20. I maxed on that. But the one thing that did happen, and I forgot, I don't have to roll heals anymore. I get max heals on any heal.
What?
Yeah, I forgot about that at 17.
30.
Whoopsie daisies.
20 to hit.
20 to hit? Hits. We'll just say, you know, once you got back in your holy book, you were like, oh crap, and then now you can harness it. You're like, I gotta hold my ear when I heal. But yeah, but you're good.
Okay, and that would be
2 are dead, right?
11.
Yep.
11 damage.
Lemon?
He's not attached to Henry, right?
No. So he's about to lick him.
And then
You can
he's
see his
pushed-
tongue.
He's pushed 10 feet away from Henry.
Yeah. Huh?
He's pushed 10 feet away from Henry.
Okay.
Give Henry an opportunity attack.
Yes. A melee opportunity attack. I just want to throw that out there.
That's all right. Lightbringer's solid. I don't get to use it that often.
I love Lightbringer. We've had Lightbringer since Wave Echo Caves 2020. Circa 2020. Gaianigo de Gazo. 3 more who? Hits? 4 blasts?
Yeah. 3 more after.
Apione time. How's Lightbringer doing? Dusting it off right now? They haven't done it for
Let me take some of these out.
I forgot how slow the game kind of goes when we're all in one room. It's good. Get a longer campaign. If anybody wants to know, Discord now has different colors you can put in your Discord. You guys all see that now? You can select. Yeah, I got midnight purple. Oh, yeah.
Where is it?
Looking for a Lightbringer?
No, I'm looking for my Divine Strike.
Divine Strike?
What?
So, Divine Strike, because I'm a blessed healer, blah, 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 anytime I use a melee weapon, I get another 2 die lead.
2 die? Yeah.
Like, regardless?
Just, yeah. I mean, that's like my improved Divine Smite. I get an extra D10 out of it, so.
Yeah, any melee attack I make. So, Divine Strike.
It should just be
once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can cause the attack to deal an extra 2d8 radiant.
Send it.
Already did. We're at 21.
21 to hit? 21. Did you hit though? Did you 21 to hit?
Does 23 hit?
Yes, sir. The 21 damage.
21 damage.
And this is the one that you're pushing away. So as the blast hits and it's just like trying to lick you, it's like and it's pulling away. You come down on it with Lightbringer and just smush this thing as it break the bones. And like there's a smushy stain of a bone whelk against the wall as its bones kind of fall and trickle to the ground. And there's one left. Oh, you get 4 more shots. So you're standing above Mirren. He's got the Holy Avenger out, lighting things nicely. And there's one Bonewell kind of getting ready to do very non-consensual licking on Mirren.
Is he attached to Mirren?
No, not yet.
Okay, so Tim, that's still a
Blast.
15 to hit.
That's a hit, sir. Ma'am.
And that is
What am I, a lieutenant? What happened?
damage. And push 10 feet. Does that give Mirren an opportunity attack?
See.
I've already used my reaction.
Well done. Are you dead? No, it does not.
I'm gonna hit him again. For 16 hit.
That's it.
And 11 damage.
Lemon. Okay. Yep. It's okay since it's 1 point away. Yeah. So bam. You hit that one.
Blast.
Sure.
Is there something else?
Yeah, why not? Nothing in the hallway. That's why I was saying. Yeah. So that hallway seems clear, and then you see another hole with a ladder at the back end of that. So those three are indeed.
I always fly.
You want to go down, or that's your?
Go peek down the hole before you.
So you shoot. You've got movements and non-actions, and then Mirren's turn. And Dragonoff, you're on deck.
I think I'm after her.
No, you're both ones.
Both ones.
You rolled a one the second time. I move it down the list.
Is this our new route? Should I jump down?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see another way down, and I think storage will be down, so
All right.
start getting there.
I'll follow him down.
Okay.
This one has a ladder.
You go down. So there was still a hallway, right? There's still a hallway to turn upstairs. You guys not.
Look at the rest of the hallway.
That's just from your passive perception. I'm saying, like, if you guys are clearing, you're down.
Yeah.
Dragonoff can.
I will.
Yeah. You jump, tink, and you landed.
we can get back. No.
Dragonoff.
You guys need help down there?
Yeah,
Or are you all set?
think plugs are gone. We're good for now.
I'm gonna stay actions in our initiative roll from here on out.
Are you gonna stay down there?
Yep.
We got-
I'm
think
look
we're
around.
gonna-
I'm gonna look for some rides down here.
It sounds very echoey, like there's like a submarine that you guys are kind of in. It's got a submarine feel. It's very dark down there, except for the lights that you guys have.
Okay. Do you want to peek down this hallway, or do you want to jump down and help you guys with this?
I mean, you got backup up there if you come into contact, so check it out.
Peek it.
Lentorus is up there, doing stuff.
You
I'm gonna
got
peer
groups.
into the hallway.
So you're gonna go head around.
Forward.
Okay. You're gonna take your sword. You're gonna keep moving. Okay, so you see another door.
Okay.
Closed door.
Is there anything on the door? Does it say anything? Oh, I can't read it anyways.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna open the door.
It's infernal. It looks like a number of a room, I guess. Yeah. You're like, oh, it's room 4.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. The dark room contains, as you open it up, and it makes a very scary iron door opening up.
Cautiously open the door.
You hear a clicking sound as it The dark room contains a metal console that has the dark room contains a metal console that is torn free of the wall to your right. Pinned between the consoles and another wall is a small, desiccated winged devil that looks like it was crushed to death. In another corner stands a 3-foot block of infernal iron. A locked safe with clawed feet and a 3-dial mechanism built into its thick door. Each dial bears numerals written in infernal. So you notice that because you see like a 1, a 2, and a 7.
Okay. Damn, I heard them. Cool. I want to go inspect the safe. I don't know. Is there any? Can I take a look to see if there's any way I can open that?
Okay, so you walked in. You can use for this turn, since you walked in, you saw whatever, you can inspect the safe.
What role would that be?
What do you want it to be? We're all professional D&Ders, you know what I mean? You go through your proficiencies and be like, I'm gonna do a survival check, see if this thing's an animal. I wanna, like, this looks holy, I'll use religion. Maybe it's magical. Or you can
I'm gonna do an
investigate.
investigation.
Okay.
And I'm gonna see if there's any way that
I like to use whatever my strongest thing and wiggle the dungeon master into whatever it is. Like, I want to use my charisma and talk to this thing. Does it look like, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use investigation.
Okay.
And to see if there's anything, any possible way for me to crack the safe or open the safe, since I can't possibly know the combination.
Okay.
24.
You see You see, basically, as you study this thing, it is a solid block of like infernal obsidian. You can tell that it has like, it's stuck to the ground with sovereign glue. Like, it's not going anywhere. This is a legit safe in the command center, right? Like, this, everything that you've seen here looks like Zariel used to ride around in this thing and give directions to her armies. So you get the sense that it's got 3 separate dials with a number that switches in each one, and you get the sense that it's 3 different locks. Like, it's got to be set.
Okay, so not a combination lock where like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like
this luggage.
Okay.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Yeah. Spaceballs? Nobody? All right.
Who's the same number on my luggage?
We're making a new Spaceballs, by the way. Just saying. Yeah.
Please, no.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to. There's nothing else in the room that I can really take a look at. So if I'm gonna work on leaving the room and then letting everyone know, hey, there's a safe in here. We should mark this room to come back.
Okay, so you come back next round. You'll be able to come back and give him the message.
Okay.
All right, we're back to Henry, who is downstairs next to Mirren. What would you like to do? Bowmilk's dead. Identified that down the hall about 10 feet. You get the sense that if you're looking at my map where you guys are stuck in that rectangular box, it's going to go one end to the other to one end. You get the sense that it's a pathway to get down this thing, and these are troop containers. At least in the first one, it looks like the width of a ceiling container. You're getting the sense, very metallic. It's really cold in the winter. There's piss bottles all over the place. Yeah.
Nice.
That's
I feel at home.
It's not Gatorade.
Do not drink this.
There's a 105 L that's full of pee. Just kidding.
Is there a? We're no longer in any threat right now, right?
Not immediate. Yeah, you don't see a monster. You don't see anything. Everything kind of slowed down.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to at least regroup what we can.
Okay. There is a ladder behind you.
Okay, so I'll ladder the hole, so to speak.
Pathway.
Don't need to do insight. Swordsman's upstairs, right?
Sword.man is upstairs. Yeah, Dragonoff. Yeah.
Well, tell Willie to let the others know that, hey, there's a path.
Willie's gone
this way.
As you say this, you look up and he moved out and he went away. He used free will to. He used free Willie Dragonoff.
She'll be coming back.
Yeah. Well, I'd be like, hey, let's wait to get the rest of the group. I don't like this separation shit. Even though the team old school's here together again, I'm gonna grab Epione and Marin's.
Yeah, we got original except for Monter's off, but yeah. Yeah. You guys even hugged in 3 years? Has there even been a hug in Dungeons and Dragons? Like, I love you.
No hugs.
Yeah, all right, fine. Damn. They're just not close.
Oh, yeah. Well, so I'm gonna take a part of my turn to have a moment and let them know, hey, let's think about this before we fucking go stomping through here. Nothing good happens. I'm gonna look at both of them because they know nothing good happens when Mono goes and does some shit.
Yep.
So
I'll give you some perception. The top floor, about 20 feet tall. You came down about 20 more feet down the ladder. 80 feet to where roughly the surface was, and there's about a third more underground. Just so you're aware.
So we're halfway to ground zero and then another third down.
Yep.
Okay. I will make sure whenever somebody comes up to the top of the hole. Actually, I'll climb up to the top of the ladder to check out.
In this hallway?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'll climb up the ladder and be there to receive
Same thing. You see the floor. You see the ominous, like you can push in this little knob and tube wiring looking thing, and the message board.
Check, Roger.
All right.
Okay, that concludes my turn.
Kygon, you see a dude who looks like a bugbear, flaming green sword. You're like ready action or whatever, but it's your kind of action if you want to say something or keep holding or move on.
Did I see him take down the Rimmerez?
You get like everybody's got a high enough passive perception by this point that it's very clear. You see the gash of the flame, the green flame, kind of disperse a little bit on it. Yeah, you get the sense that he killed it.
All right, I'm going to place my echo behind him.
Okay, nice.
And just kind of step forward. Who are you?
Am I able to respond in?
Yeah. That's no problem.
The name's Tagir, but let's skip formalities for right now. Is anyone else in danger?
Only you.
Spicy. We're getting spicy. Classic Stronghold Kinty. We're here to be friends.
Here. Whose side are you on?
I'm on my own side. I'm here for a contract of sorts.
What kind of contract?
Retrieval of items. I mean, how many of the party members are on top where we're at?
You see, from what you see the turtle. You see a turtle with a tricorn hat. And you see the air genocide that just got barfed up.
Okay. So like them three and then me. Okay.
Yep.
Some type of rod. I'm looking for a particular item that fits that description.
As soon as he mentions the rod, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you want to talk to Manu?" That's it. That's it for me. I'll kind of step off to the side, keep my echo in place, and keep my hammer at the ready.
It would be your turn, Manu.
Do I hear that conversation?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
you and Kluthkin, you guys all hear this stuff. So Kluthkin, you can talk as well. Like you guys are kind of in your speaking non-action. So anybody can non-action throughout any part of combat. You don't have to hold that. You can be like, dude, don't touch the
I'm still raging. So there's just this flaming aura around me right now, and
as there always is.
Yeah, like a glowing eye, as like, what do you want with the rods?
Does anybody else have a bottle opener of the Millennium Falcon?
Hell yeah, nice.
I'm to return them to archdevil named Bell.
Oh, are you working for Bell?
Working, so sure.
Just for your character, for your character, everybody's been manipulated into working for Bell for one of the, and this is your path for you, since we just threw your backstory together like in 15 minutes. This is your way to get out of hell. Like
what did you do to get put on this path?
You will say, we're in Phandalin a long time ago. You went into some weird emporium, got really shit-faced, right? Like, you were drinking in there. Next thing you know, you woke up in hell, and you don't know you were gambling, and you couldn't
really drunk.
You were in some weird place. There was this real fancy guy inside of a big red tent. That's all I really remember.
So let's say he told me that. It's like, oh, so you fell for the Mahadi trick, eh?
Yeah.
I didn't fall for that one. I fell for a different one. Well,
that's how you get backstories together real fast.
That's my hero.
Do you know where these rods are? Because we can't find them.
Not currently. 2 imps about a day back told me to search here, so here I am, searching.
Well, you found us. So the rods aren't in this room? There's nothing that we can see?
Nope. He was down the hallway farther. He's coming up from a long hallway.
Was there anything
I
in there?
didn't see anything back that way, did it? No.
No, it looked like just some sort of more communication stations.
Well, you
So
look
what you're
like hell.
gathering, everywhere you went, this was a command center, right?
Gotcha.
Like it's built for. It's got like an RF station. It's got an HF whip and like 30 to 512s like everywhere. So.
Well, you look like hell. Let's go find the others.
There's more of you.
Oh, yeah. We're not a small group.
Okay.
How did you get here?
That part's a bit muddled.
He climbed up.
Oh, he climbed up. Okay.
So basically, two imps. What he was saying is like two imps told him how to get here when he was lost as shit.
There's an imp down here telling me to go F myself.
We have our imps as well. I'm assuming this wall is gonna fall over a little bit because Kai is trying to wrap himself in the wall that's not real. Yeah. Okay, Valanthe, you hear this conversation happening, and you can walk up and insert yourself wherever you want.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of
verbally
roll up and be like, hi, you new here too? Me too. And I think that guy, and I point over at the blue dude, right? Like, sorry, what? I think I missed this in the intro. Like, what species are you? You a person?
Tagir would explain this, but he essentially looks like a bugbear to begin, but as you look a bit closer, he has like horns coming out the top of his head. It's almost like his trip to Avernus was a lot more a lot rougher than he probably originally intended. So he's a pretty large guy, about 6'6", not like me at all, and weighs about 356. So he's a big guy.
He's a bear.
Yeah.
Tracking.
And yeah, he's pretty.
From TikTok. Okay, so you look like a bugbear. Hard time explaining what kind of species you are. Got it. Okay, well, are you friendly? Are you gonna shoot any of us? Slap us around me? Because if not, then that's cool. And hey, let's roll.
Yes, if we're all on the same page.
He said yes. He's gonna attack us.
I don't even know.
Just all at once. If we're all on the same page, then we'll expedite things by working together. At least for now.
Let's go find some rods. Let's do it.
He'll be back. That's his. My iPad just died. I'm switching to my iPhone.
Do you have any more information about where we can go from here?
Use my garage dice.
Don't need to check back there. It's just about 4 different rooms.
Really have to pee, but Kai's created such an obstacle back here.
Different panels, but there's no rods.
Keep working through what you're going to do next, and the next person to go up will be your party. Okay. So Dragunov coming back to your party.
Grab water.
Otherwise, should move on, right?
I'll be right back.
So Kaigon is going to stay behind him because he doesn't trust bugbears, but he's going to put his echo up front with Manu as part of the muscle wall.
Smart move.
Let's go find everybody else.
Continuing on.
Well, I'm not there, but you guys, I guess, I don't know if there's
Stop.
a problem. You both
Stop.
have the same.
Yeah.
So you can't both fill the same contract. You can't both turn in all rods. Those are like a lot of rods. You'll find extra rods.
An extra 9 just laying around. Oh, there was 18 this whole time.
Man,
I thought they were going to be rare, but they're all over the place.
There's just a whole pile of them over here.
Oops. My knees.
Oh, way to go! You broke it.
What you guys had a cliffhanger? What do you guys decide to do? My bad. Come on. What happened? What happened? What happened? Sorry, everybody.
Basically, walking down the hall.
To check out what's down the hall.
Going to find the other group.
Okay. I see Ash. Okay,
Yeah.
so you guys walk back out, and you see Dragonoff coming down the hall by himself. You don't see the rest of the party, but you see you see the other party merging with you. So you, we'll say you run into Kluthkin.
Okay, Kluthkin. One of these rooms that you invested, there's a large safe. It's impenetrable by anything I can do. I think we have to have.
Well, it has dials. It had dials on it.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to find the combination to get into this safe. In Infernal.
Just find a combination for this to be able to open it.
Yeah. It looks pretty important. Like maybe some rods might be in there.
There's those rods again.
Okay, those rods.
I mean,
well, we found somebody. Might be able to help.
Okay.
So I'm like, everyone's kind of like with us, right? So.
Yes, it's this guy.
Oh yeah, we found him.
Just the move magic explains.
Yeah.
Hey, so you're working for Bell. Did Bell
like to crush awkward?
Yeah. Did Bell happen to give you any kind of a combination or numbers?
No, but you said it's an Infernal.
It's an Infernal. Roger, check.
Do you speak Infernal?
No, I've been noticing these numbers everywhere.
I mean, I can speak Infernal and I understand it.
I mean, these are just numbers. You said it was 3 or 4 dials.
3 dials of like one number each as you clicked it out.
I feel like Infernal 666 would be a good guess. But if you guys don't know of a good combination, we need to find a place or somebody that knows the combination of this so we can open the safe up.
There was a desk somewhere.
Can go back and search.
Tim, you said there was a desk at the front of.
Picked clean.
Oh, that desk was picked clean. Okay.
One whole thing that you're saying is like there is
nothing in there.
Of information. There's nothing here. Like it's been picked clean for a long time. The safe was beyond, you know what I mean, the capacity of whoever probably went through this thing.
Should we take our Infernal speaker dude over to the safe and see if there's any clues that Infernal speaking people could infernally understand?
Let's go do that.
Yep.
That's a smart idea.
We'll stay with this. Yeah. Dragonoff shows him where the dial is.
And it just looks like numbers.
Yep, just numbers. It's set to 124 right now.
I'll convey that over. Have you seen any symbols like this where y'all entered from?
We came in through the giant hole.
I've seen a lot of these. I just know their numbers.